manslaughter charges were dismissed because the jury deadlocked on that count. CBS News legal contributor Jessica Levinson following the case.
Typically, when you see a jury deadlocked on the more serious offense, and they were deadlocked on that manslaughter offense, then you know there is at least one person in the room who's comfortable convicting on manslaughter.
Penny was charged in the 2023 death of Jordan Neely. Penny's lawyers say he was protecting himself and other subway passengers. We've learned the names of the 5 people killed in a suspected murder-suicide in DeKalb County Saturday night. The DeKalb medical examiner identifies them as 1-year-old Jontavius Powell, 5-year-old Jadora Powell, 43-year-old Molian Johnson, and 25-year-old Kalen Samuel. The suspected shooter is 42-year-old Jonathan Darden, who took his own life. Police believe the shooting at an apartment complex on Vineyard Walk was domestic-related. Improvements are coming to some Georgia roads as the Department of Transportation awards nearly 24 contracts for transportation projects.
The projects will include bridge work, resurfacing, and safety improvements. More than $33 million going towards 11 resurfacing projects, the largest involving more than 9,500 miles on State Route 20 in Gwinnett and Walton counties. Bridge projects in the metro area include bridge rehabilitation at various locations in Fulton and Douglas counties, and the largest safety project will focus on widening and creating turn lanes on State Route 101 in Carroll County. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
It is now 3:03, and the Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, it's live team coverage of traffic and weather, and Kobe Dawkins is in the 24-hour traffic center.
And we're dealing with the stall in DeKalb County, I-85 northbound near North Crest Road, exit 96. It's knocking out one center lane, and also dealing with some trouble in East Atlanta, I-20 eastbound, exit 2, Moreland Avenue. Another crash knocking out all lanes. You can avoid that by taking Bill Kennedy Way as an alternate. I'm Kobe Dawkins, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Off and on rain showers today. Some will be heavy at times, high 62. The rain showers continue for tonight with lows in the upper 50s. Tomorrow, cloudy with heavy rain at times, high 66. The rain moves out on Wednesday, but colder air moves in. Temperatures dropping to the 30s by Thursday morning.
Storm tracker radar right now showing only spotty rain showers, nothing widespread across the metro area. The heaviest rain is south to us around Macon. Right now, 52 in Woodstock, 61 in Villa Rica, 62 in Lovejoy. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
These people just make noise and basically waste our time.
Dear members of the media and the public, I welcome you.
Live from the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, and beyond, Hour 1 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I am your lovable, huggable radio chat host, Eric Von Hessler. The other voices you hear are the Doctrinaires. Man of 1,000 voices, Tim Andrews. Lady of 184.7 characters, Autumn Fisher. The man behind the glass, is not there. We have, for the first hour anyway, Blue. Everybody loves Blue. And another man everybody loves, the handsomest producer in all of producery, Jared Yamamoto.
Well, we love having you back, man. Are you doing okay?
Well, I had, I was
uphill, Billy?
I'm trying to get over it.
Let's see.
I'm still in the process here. I'm still in the process.
Yeah.
I don't, I don't like to show off my teeth, but you want me to, that was a bad time management on my part because we didn't get started until about 11:30, and I was on the dentist, in the dentist chair for 4.5 hours.
That's so long.
That's a long time.
It's a long time, but I said to the wonderful dentist, I have to go to Spain at the end of the year, and I don't want to look like a hillbilly. So is it possible we can take care of like 2 or 3 of these things right now? And we took care of most of them. But I will say, I won't even run through the list. Teeth were pulled. Bridges were built. It's always good to build bridges.
It is.
Bridges were built. Things were scanned for next time. I'm going to end up with something called a flipper tooth for a while.
A flipper tooth?
Oh, you're going to wear a flipper?
Well, just to Spain.
That's hilarious.
Just to Spain, just for a little while.
Oh, yeah.
And then we can't get all this work done at one time. And I'll tell you something, the price was rather exorbitant, but I said to the dentist, it's good. I need to feel this pain so that this never happens again. I have no problem once, because I'm such a procrastinator, but on the other end of it, I'm always willing to pay the price for being a procrastinator. So I apologize we were about 1:30. I looked down and I thought, we're not even halfway through here. My mouth is like blown up. So that's
Still operating on a tooth at the moment. Yeah, I don't think there's any way you're going to be able to make it in.
That wouldn't have helped. Yeah, that wouldn't have helped with Clark's Christmas Kids to walk in. You're not going to get a lot of
Eric
people.
wants a new tooth.
Yes, Eric, age 60.
Little Eric wishes for a new tooth.
So, yeah, I apologize for that. That was just bad time management. But you know what? I guess somewhere in the back of my mind, maybe I knew it was a possibility, but I was there, and she had agreed. And so I remember the first words actually when we got started. She said, "Buckle up, you're going to be here a while," and that was true. But did great work. And
you're the kind of person that instead of taking their car for routine maintenance throughout the year, you just get everything done in one trip. You're like, yeah, I got to get all 4 hours of my dental work
The
done.
only difference is I think I am better with my car than I am with my body. I tend to really sort of. I have a pretty high threshold for pain. You know, like nausea, I have no threshold for it. It's just awful. It just puts me down. But pain, I can handle and kind of after a while forget that it's even there. And I hate appointments. I hate calling and saying, I'd like to come to your place. I hate all that. So, but look, you got to pay the price. And I paid the price. Just like, I don't know what price the Atlanta Falcons are paying for. I have no idea what's going on with the Atlanta Falcons.
I'm telling you, ever since we played in New Orleans a couple weeks ago, they put some voodoo on us. We have just not been the same team.
You're now, Tampa has the division right now.
Yeah.
And Atlanta has beaten Tampa twice.
We are on the outside looking in.
And I was watching that game, and I thought that they're basically winning this game. I mean, Darnold did his thing, but they're basically winning this game. And in the end, it was just one thing after another.
Yeah, I mean, it's some of it's Kirk Cousins' fault, but it's also coaching, not being prepared. I mean, when you let Justin Jefferson go off and Addison go off,
well, these are
Sam
great
Darnold
players.
looked like the best quarterback in the league.
Until later. The best quarterback in the league lost his game yesterday.
That's true.
Right
I felt bad. I almost texted you, but then I realized I'm like, yeah, it's.
I had my
salt in the
football
wound.
medicine. I always get my football medicine. Now that I got my football medicine, I got my gummy. I'm Matthew McConaughey. I don't know how he was on Saturday night. We'll get to that game.
Not very good.
Yeah, I'll get to that in a moment. But my goodness, I have to say about my Buffalo Bills, they're going to lose this guy. They're going to lose this guy. That was one of the greatest honestly, that was one of the greatest quarterback performances in history, and they lost. Just like he walked off the field a couple of years ago in a divisional round with the lead in Kansas City with 13 seconds left on the clock, and they lost.
Did I read it correctly? The only NFL player in history to have 3 rushing touchdowns and 3 passing touchdowns in a game.
In the same game. Also, if you want to know torture, and I know this is not a sports show, but, the people who listen do like to hear, my Bills torture go on and on and on. The Bills fan base will always be tortured by some new way to lose that has never been done before. Now, here it is. So here we go. So think of this. Wide right. We lost 4 Super Bowls in a row. I don't know if people remember the Music City Miracle. We had that game won until there were 3 seconds left, and then you have the 13-second game with Josh Allen. So going into that game last night for my Buffalo Bills, 40-plus year fan of being terrorized. Entering yesterday's game, teams with at least 6 touchdowns and 0 giveaways in a game were 245-0 in the Super Bowl era. The Bills are the first. The Bills are the first to do that and lose in the Super Bowl era, which, by the way, used to not be much. Oh, the Super Bowl era. Well, now we're like 59 years into the Super Bowl era. And, Josh Allen, first person to ever do what he did. That was one of the...
All those teams had defenses.
Yeah, well, let me just say this. They're going to lose him. You look at that guy, and he has a right to be on a team that is going to go and at least be in Super Bowls. And they've got him until 26. They better get their act together because the whole league is going to be coming for him. Because Patrick Mahomes is wonderful, but right now the best quarterback is the guy who lost. And then Kansas City, God bless them. They just don't know how to lose. The Bills put up
Even
40.
Andy Reid was cracking a smile on the sideline after winning that one. I'm like, what in the hell is going on?
The Bills put up 42 points and lose. Kansas City does another, not even, it's like a doink, gets in there to win. They can't figure out how to lose. So, you know what? As a Bills fan, I just have to laugh.
I would much rather be.
We'll see you in the playoffs again, baby. Don't worry about it.
I would much rather be in y'all's shoes as a Falcons fan than where we are
I don't
currently.
know about that because the Bills keep playing in the best game of the season, and then it's like we're always in the that's the best game we've seen in 7 years, and we always lose.
How many of the Rams won in a row now? 6?
5 or 6. Yeah. And by the way, and this is not a sports show, but all of that aside, who wouldn't want Puka Nacua on their team? Is that guy is right? Autumn was saying this to me. This guy.
Oh, Puka Nacua?
Yeah, Nacua.
Yeah, him.
Nacua. Well, they find him they found him in the 5th round or something
it
a
was
couple
way
years
late.
ago. All right.
Way late.
Okay. That's the way it goes.
He
baby.
knocked me out of the playoffs in one of my fantasy leagues. One of my opponents I was playing against used him, and he crushed me.
Here's the good news for Bills fans. Josh Allen almost certainly won everybody's fantasy week who had him, but this team lost. Damn.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the way it goes. Yeah, you're right. Autumn says, listen, we can't go, right? Matthew McConaughey, all we can do is root, right?
Listen, you can't win them all. All you can do is go there with your feather in your hat, looking like a complete fool.
So
just be nice to get some.
Never say die dogs.
Holding calls against Georgia.
All right, I know you're a little bitter. Some of the
it's
some
not
of the
all right.
Some of the refing wasn't so good.
That was a great game, though, man.
That was a movie. That was like a movie.
It really was.
So Autumn, even Autumn can be made interested in this. All right. So it comes down to the end of the game, and
goes to
the
overtime.
Bills thing?
So Carson Beck, who is the
is this the Bills and the
no,
Georgia.
this is Georgia winning the SEC championship.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
So Carson Beck, their starting quarterback, toward the end of the game, gets hurt and cannot come back in and play. And so a sophomore who's, I think, seen a little bit of time in another nothing game, goes out there, the biggest moment in the world.
Gunnar Stockton.
What a name.
From Georgia, goes out there. And he does really great. They score a touchdown. I think did he throw an interception after that or something?
I have to look at
happened
the stat. I can't remember.
in the middle part. So this is what happens, Autumn. At the very end, to try to win, this Gunnar Stockton runs straight into. He's doing really well. Gets hit so hard, his helmet gets knocked off his body about 8 yards away from him. And there's a rule that says if you lose, this is a college rule, if you lose your helmet, you have to sit out one play. Well, the starting quarterback, follow me on the story here. The starting quarterback whose one arm doesn't work anymore. And is
His
just
throwing arm.
His throwing arm is just so they send him back out there because somebody has to be out there for one play. And he can't. He's like dragging his arm on the ground and he hands it off. And running back right in, touchdown, win the championship. That is a movie.
Wow.
That is a movie.
It really was. And the fact that the Texas didn't realize that Carson Beck couldn't throw. I mean, that defense was incredibly questionable. I'm like, how that he can't throw, so why not just
maybe
blitz
they thought
everybody?
He was sandbagging.
I guess. I don't know. Sarkisian was the offensive coordinator for the Falcons for a long time. And I remember him making boneheaded calls all the time for us.
You're down on Sarkisian.
So, yeah. So, I mean, again, happy the
Did he
Dogs
lose his
won.
job at USC because he showed up drunk at a pep rally, right?
Something like that.
I don't even know if he was the coach. I don't even know if he ever coached a game. But they had a big pep rally beforehand, and everybody noticed that he was stinking of alcohol, and he must have got on the mic and been all drunk, and then they fired him. And then he went back to Alabama, then to the Falcons, I think, and then back, whatever.
Yeah, now he's doing well. He's a good recruiter, and Texas played a hell of a game.
So
even if Matthew McConaughey
is not happy. Matthew is not happy with the.
I'm not happy at all, man.
Yeah, you're not happy with the
bad stuff that happened.
Like Sarkisian, they interview him at the beginning of the half, going into the half, and they wanted a lighthearted interview. Hey, you're hanging in there. What are you gonna do? And he snapped at the reporter. He was like, maybe they can call some holding calls on their team sometime.
Damn sons of bitches.
Oh, come on, Matthew McConaughey.
Well,
don't be that upset.
Never say die dogs.
Yeah, well, you can sit on it.
It's
all because they wouldn't let us have our steer there.
Oh, that's right. Without Bevo there,
if
you guys
had
weren't the
Bevo
same.
there, we would have probably won that.
That's probably true. Or the Village Aphrodite, Or hermaphrodite, sorry.
I was dreaming about the village hermaphrodite riding in there on that boat.
On Bevo?
On Bevo, and then
play it as it lays.
Yeah, that's what I say.
You
just got to play it as it lays.
There was they showed as they were going to halftime, because I think Nick Saban is part of the halftime. I always tune out for the halftime reports and stuff, but I think Nick Saban was involved. And they show Matthew McConaughey talking to Nick Saban on the sideline, and he's shaking his hand, and he keeps shaking Nick Saban's hand. It seemed like for a full minute. It was like awkward.
Was it longer?
He put super glue on it. I couldn't get my hand out.
Was it longer than the Trump-Macron handshake?
I didn't see the Trump-Macron handshake.
Oh, man, that was another one where
Trump has kind of a thing for Macron. Remember when he was here during his presidency and they were out there and he goes, look at how good looking he is.
He's so handsome. Have you seen him? Look how beautiful he is. And that lovely wife.
Let's not go there.
I said she was lovely.
I know.
Look at her beauty.
I know.
Like Bridget Bardot.
So Georgia won. Falcons lost. Bills lost. Syrian rebels get a big win.
Yeah, they sure did.
We'll see how the rest of their season goes. Like,
I wonder who's going to coach their staff.
Yeah, boy, that's gonna. I like everybody's like jumping up and down. Blah 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 blah. This or that. Okay, let's see how it plays out. Let's see how much this rebel group wants to be on the side of the United States of America. Who knows?
Well, if you need an ophthalmologist in Moscow.
There's a new one. He's pretty good.
Dr. Bashar al-Assad.
Yes. Here's the thing about Assad. You don't get many ophthalmologist/dictators in world history.
He didn't want to be. His brother died.
Oh, that's right.
And he ended up getting...
you got to go up there and kill people.
Yes.
So he was drafted into the dictator movement, I guess. All he wanted to do was fit people with, new eyeglasses to help them clarify their vision of the world. And yet, the chosen dictator son dies, and then all of a sudden you got to go up there and just start killing innocent people for no good reason. That whole thing is that swamp is so complicated. Anybody who tells you this is what happened is there's only one. They're lying to you. They are lying to you. This is so deep and so weird, and the whole thing was tipped off by our intelligence agencies back when we started the Arab Spring so many years ago. Remember, us naive people are going, my goodness, that's an organic movement over there. Not really. Not really.
I think we definitely were the spark in that area for sure.
Absolutely. And we've been there for a long time. But I guess Biden really hasn't been too much of a supporter of what's going on in Syria. So it's kind of
watching it from the ground.
So we got the worst of both worlds. Now we don't know the people who left, and we don't really know the people who are taking over. So
their prime minister is looking forward to working with the new government.
Who's?
Serious.
Well, yeah, I know. He doesn't even know.
No.
It's insane. It's an insane thing, and we'll just see, because the people who took over, that people are celebrating about, are considered a terrorist group by our State Department, and my understanding is that we've been there for a long time, and we're fighting alongside of Al Qaeda. The good fight. Like, don't ask me to explain or understand what our foreign policy is.
That's that pretzel logic all coming together.
Yeah, apparently, sometimes it's good to fight with Al Qaeda on the same side. Okay, whatever. I'm no expert. How about if we do word of the day?
Word of the day.
Boswell.
Boswell.
Ooh, that sounds like an actor.
It does. It sounds
an
like
actor turned singer.
Ladies and gentlemen, simply Boswell.
Boswell. It's really him.
Strangers in the night.
Oh, I hope he plays Hot to Go.
That's like Roswell and Boston are dating.
Yes, Boswell. The latest supergroup in rock and roll. It's nothing like you would think. I hear Boswell, and it just seems like the next door neighbor on a hit sitcom.
Oh, yeah, he always borrows your stuff.
Boswell.
Boswell,
and the crowd, and that's the whole thing. Every
lost
episode.
your ladder, Jim.
Oh,
yeah,
Boswell.
his little catchphrase. He looks into the camera, and goes, "I can't find it."
Boswell is actually nothing like it sounds. It is a person who accompanies another and records their life. That's what a Boswell is. What are you looking at me with? What do you think?
I couldn't wrap my brain around that. It's like you spoke a different language.
I'm Elliot Mintz.
That's right. It's a person who. So if you, like, say somebody said, this Eric Von Haessler, he's really shaking up this radio world. He's been doing it for a very long time. He might be the greatest. He might be the greatest of all time. I mean, I'm not saying that's true. I'm saying somebody might think that. I think that maybe I'll follow him around and record his life, so that after he shakes off this mortal coil, some people will understand exactly what happened in radio. And really, I think that they would try to explain once and for all why this Eric Von Haessler never ended up in any Hall of Fame anywhere for any reason whatsoever. So that would be a Boswell. That would be a person who would follow me around. And, I'd have to say, hey, I want to do some internet time here. Can you go in the other room? Things like that. They're going to record your life.
What about the co-ed at the pool I see every day? I kind of follow her around.
No, that's stalking.
Am I her Boswell?
No, you're a stalker.
Just a nicer name.
You're her stalkers. But this is a person who is
thank you.
officially recording the events
I don't upload
of someone's life. I'm not saying you're not a polite stalker, but you're still a stalker.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
He's known as that in Tucker. The
polite
I
stalker.
don't live in Tucker. I live in Buckhead.
It's like my Uncle Tom, who was apparently always old.
Oh.
Like I knew him in the early 1970s, and he was an old man. And then you look at old black and white pictures from the 40s, same guy. Old man. Like apparently my Uncle Tom was always old. But he's from Chicago, and he was a bank robber in the 30s. And
he's like the gentleman.
Yeah, like you never know.
Yeah.
I'm always the one to put out there, when you hear mythology about your family, you don't ever know if it's true. But when I was growing up, the story was told to me that he was known as the gentleman bandit, because when he was robbing a bank one time, there was they come in, everybody on the floor, and there was a pregnant lady. And he let her sit in a chair.
Oh, that's very nice.
Then he killed everybody else. No, the gentleman bandit. The gentleman bandit. And probably, don't get me wrong, people listening to this might go, "Oh, that's a story from something." Probably is. I'm just telling you what I was told about Uncle Tom. Couldn't explain the fact that the man was born apparently at 60 years of age. I have no idea how he was always old. And when I knew him, something happened. Something went wrong with one of the bank robberies or something. When I knew him, he was probably like 73, 74, and he always wore like Playtex gloves. And I never saw his hands, and my understanding is that they were chemically acid burned something like that. Uncle Tom, listen, when you're born at the age of 60, I think he probably thought a Benjamin Button thing was going to happen, but he got screwed. He was born at 60, and he died at 160.
Wow, see?
But he was once known as a gentleman, and I think that's the most important thing. Now, that guy should have had a Boswell.
He should
Because
have.
then I would have known. Is that story true?
Was he your mom's brother or your dad's?
He was he was great. So it was he was actually no, he was not a blood relative.
Oh, okay.
He was my mother's aunt's husband. So however that works. He was the aunt was the blood relative.
Okay.
So there you go.
So part of the family started to not claim him after a while then, right? It's like, oh yeah, he married into the family.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he didn't really count.
You got to remember that Chicago was the place where my mom met my dad, because my dad had set up a magazine, fake magazine subscription thing. So my mom actually was employed by my con man dad to call people and take their money and make them think they were getting magazines that would never show up. So this is where I come from. So I don't know why anybody would believe a damn thing I say. Obviously, I come from bad people and people who screw other people over. I just got my passport, first one in my life. I'm 60 years old, finally a big boy now, and I had to see my birth certificate again, which says father's occupation, magazines. Doesn't say whether he writes them, publishes them, but it just
looks at them.
Well, you were saying during
magazines
during the process of making the passport, didn't you have to put you had to put something that was strange with his?
Well, no, I had to
life.
first of all, I had to find out true information about him, and he lied to everybody about everything. But we found so he got married when he was 15, and then that was annulled once his parents found out about it. And then he got married to somebody else, and we found the marriage record from that was somewhere. And I thought, okay, his date of birth is on there, and where he was born. He couldn't have lied there. And it turned out that I was able to use it. So, but I found out something I had no idea.
That's so
I thought my
interesting.
dad was born in West Virginia. He was born in New York City. I had no idea.
Well, that's so interesting that they would ask for that kind of information about you when you're the one applying for the passport, and they need this info on your.
Well, no, they want
parents.
because they want to know. I mean, you've got a passport, right?
Yeah,
and they
but I
want to
don't-
know that you're solid, and so all I needed was their dates of birth and where they were born. which most people,
I
it's
don't
a very
remember having to put
easy
anything about my mom and my dad on
Well, maybe they've changed it.
there. I guess so.
Maybe,
Homeland Security.
During my internet search, I found out that my grandfather died in 1985. I didn't know that. So, hey, listen.
Learning things left and right.
I think we're learning that Josh Allen is better than his team and that Eric knows very little about his lineage.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell. I've trusted America's Best Choice for window replacement for more than a decade. I've watched this company expand to include many different services, but all done with the same high standards they've had from the very first day we met. They've earned my certification for not only replacement windows, but for siding, decks, awnings, and fencing, all done with honest, upfront pricing. Plus, ABC's 3-way warranty includes my $10,000 Make It Right guarantee, meaning you'll never risk your spend with America's Best Choice.
Transform your home with America's Best Choice, where quality meets affordability. For a limited time, get the best quality windows starting at just $299. Plus, act now and save 10% on all new decks. Imagine the possibilities with our highly skilled professional crews. And that's not all. Enjoy great pricing on siding, roofing, fencing, motorized awnings, and more. Don't wait. Go to abcwin.com and schedule your free consultation. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
Are the effects of diabetes, prostate cancer, hypertension, or high cholesterol robbing you of your ability to perform in the bedroom? Choice Men's Health can help you eliminate ED and get your bedroom performance back in just one visit. Choice Men's Health offers breakthrough treatments for ED and performance issues in the bedroom to help you regain your confidence and give you back the intimacy with your partner. Call Choice Men's Health right now to make an appointment and find out how you can eliminate ED on the first visit. Popular name brand pills like Viagra and Cialis don't work for everyone and can have serious side effects. Choice Men's Health custom medications work immediately, even if you have a medical history or think you're too old to perform like you used to. Choice Men's Health can help you have a fulfilling sex life again. Call Choice Men's Health today at 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170. Once again, that's 404-400-1170.
In the winter, Mama Bear and I prefer a cup of warm Earl Grey with lots of honey over our usual cool glass of sweet tea. And just like our tea choices, Scana Energy also has great options for every family, no matter the season. Yep, their dependable natural gas service keeps our home warm and our cups of tea piping hot. Sign up with Scana today and save up to $100. Call 877-GO-SCANA or visit scanaenergy.com/warm for details. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply.
It's Scott Slade, and I've been a Ragsdale Heating and Air customer for many, many holiday seasons. You know, many of the good people at Ragsdale have been there for 10, 20, even 30 years. And as you prepare your home for family and friends this year, Ragsdale's the name I know you can trust for expert plumbing and electrical, too. I'm still enjoying the new kitchen lighting they installed for me. You know, with company coming, be sure your plumbing is up to the challenge with a whole home plumbing inspection from Ragsdale for just $39. Click RagsdaleAir.com or call them. Ragsdale and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
The morning rush hour, the evening rush hour, and everything in between.
We start to see the brake lights again starting right around Windward Parkway, Old Milton Park.
Tune in 24/7 with the Triple Team Traffic Center.
Trek down into Sandy Springs.
Your source for Atlanta's traffic. Brought to you by the Cool Ray Lifetime Parts and Labor Warranty.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk. Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top story, a strong person of interest now in custody in Pennsylvania in connection with the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in New York.
He matches the description of the identification we've been looking for. He's also in possession of several items that we believe will connect him to this incident.
New York Mayor Eric Adams says that includes a gun similar to the one used in the killing. The man is identified as 26-year-old Luigi Mangione. Aaron Katersky reports the man was arrested on a tip by a McDonald's employee who recognized him from images put out by NYPD.
The authorities credited good old-fashioned police work with getting that image out from the countless hours of surveillance footage from 60,000 surveillance cameras in New York City. and then the heads-up member of the public who called it in.
Police in Altoona, Pennsylvania also report finding a manifesto related to the crime written by Mangione. This person has no known ties to Metro Atlanta. A Marine veteran who put an agitated subway rider in a chokehold on a New York subway is found not guilty in the death of Jordan Neely. His father speaks out outside the courthouse after the verdict.
Really, really hurts. What are we going to do, people? What's going to happen to us now?
Daniel Penny's lawyers say he was protecting himself and other subway passengers when he put Neely in a chokehold. The Fulton County Sheriff's Office issues a formal statement responding to a scathing report from the Justice Department about conditions at the county jail. It says the federal report underscores the deep challenges facing the correctional system. The Sheriff's Office also says many of the issues highlighted by the feds are worsened by the condition of the current jail. The statement says the agency is already working to address the problems and takes the recommendations very seriously. It is now 3:32 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Andrew Seco.
Good afternoon, Bill. Checking some trouble through Duluth. Got a slow spot here, 85 south of Pleasant Hill Road, exit 104. Jamie back almost to Sugarloaf Parkway. That's exit 108. Avoid the area. Take Satellite Boulevard to Buford Highway. And we're stacking and packing on the connector, 75, 85 south. Looking a little tough. You're on and off those brakes from I-20 all the way up past 17th Street. Andrew Seco, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Off and on rain showers today. Some will be heavy at times with a high of 62. The rain continues for tonight, lows in the upper 50s. Tomorrow, cloudy with heavy rain showers, high 66. Drying out on Wednesday, but cooling down significantly through the afternoon.
It's 62 in College Park, 56 in Snellville, 53 in Cartersville. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
City of Hope. We're more than just a top-ranked cancer hospital. For over 100 years, we've been making breakthroughs, pushing the limits of what's possible, targeting cancer at the molecular level, pioneering treatments used worldwide. At City of Hope, your entire cancer-fighting team is bound together by a single mission: to cure your cancer. And now City of Hope is closer than ever, providing patients in Metro Atlanta the cancer care they deserve. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
Just like your car, your septic system needs regular maintenance. Hi, I'm Shannon, the owner of Scorpion Septic. If you're seeing bubbles in your toilet, pooling in your yard, slow draining, or your toilet won't flush, you need Scorpion Septic.
Take the sting out of septic service with Scorpion Septic, where there is never a pump-out charge with your repair. Call for more information. ScorpionSepticServices.com.
ScorpionSepticServices.com. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2024.
Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, could be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Go to carsforkids.org today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Spend time where it matters most this holiday season and sell your home fast with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. Don't worry about open houses and spending money on costly repairs. The guaranteed offer allows you to bypass the market, receive an all-cash offer, and close in as little as 21 days. Selling your home is one of the biggest financial decisions you will make, so who you work with matters. Trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. and close with confidence. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Scott Slade here to talk to you about your health, and I think it's real important to talk about what is most likely to kill you. Heart disease is the #1 killer of Americans, and the older we get, the more prevalent it is. But you can reduce your risk. Eat right, don't smoke, exercise, and be informed about what's going on in your own body. Like lots of potentially serious health problems, if you catch heart disease early, you vastly increase your chances of living a longer life. And that's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging scans take less than 10 minutes and screen with 98% accuracy for heart disease. Other scans, including brain and full body, are available too. Virtual Imaging is locally owned and operated in Atlanta for over 15 years, so they can make you this terrific offer: a complimentary heart scan for you and your spouse with a few minimum requirements. So don't put this off. I've done it. Call Virtual Imaging today for your free heart scan. 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-7226. Or visit their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
Well, if I'm going by what I'm seeing in the headlines, it seems like they caught that assassin in New York City. And if it's because they saw his face, imagine the whole thing is because a girl was flirting with him at the hostel and said, "Let me see your face." Oldest story in the world. And I really haven't been commenting on this because stories like this become entertainment for people. And also, I'm aware of the fact, I just like to be honest with the audience. I'm aware of the fact that people know that I'm not a big fan of these kind of big businesses. But it should go without saying that I abhor violence, unless it's on the football field where it belongs. And so I don't even really, people might as well be speaking another language when they're going, yeah, but there's no yeah buts for me. I may not like what you do for a living, but the idea of separating you forever from your children is not one of the things that ever occurs to me. We have the problem that these businesses have gotten like this is that you keep electing the same congressperson over and over again because you know their name. That's why. We have a system. People don't seem to recognize that every member of the House of Representatives is up every 2 years. The American people have the ability to clean house every 2 years.
Clean the house.
And it's almost impossible to get an incumbent out of office because people recognize the name, fall for the BS, don't really follow what it is that they're voting on or whatever. So, I like Jim Johnson. He's been representing me for 15 years.
He used to shovel my grandma's walk.
Yeah, I like old Jim Johnson. So we have a system, if you want to use it for, these big businesses that own these representatives. We have a system to get rid of the representatives, to reward representatives who are independent and don't, cater to that. But don't come to me with any kind of probably everything that you say about health insurance companies, I completely agree with. But I'm not doing any parsing here where it's like, I never understand cold-blooded murder. I never understand it.
I'm amazed, Eric, to your point, how many TikToks I've seen where people are like, all the CEOs realizing they're going to raise their costs on individuals are now second-guessing it because of what happened now.
Well, look, I'm
and they're doing it in a joking way.
Right,
And it's
I'm not
a joke.
I'm not amazed. That's why I'm not on social media. I'm not amazed. You're not going to get what was Lincoln's thing? The better angels of your nature.
The better angels of our nature.
Yeah, you're never going to get that on social media. And again, every criticism of healthcare companies, and look, I'll tell you this, I've said this before. My wife had spinal surgery in February, and it was rough. It was dicey. There was some very, very scary moments in there. And, really, she could have died on the table. She didn't, thank goodness. And she can walk and everything's fine. It was a heavy-duty surgery. And, they charged something like $160,000. And the insurance company wanted to stick us with like $70,000 of it. Now, here's the thing. This is what's so upsetting, is that I know George Stein, and I've been working with George Stein for 20-some-odd years. And he just happens to have a division that fights these things. And because I knew George Stein, he put his people on it. And I thought, they'll get rid I'll end up owing $25,000, something. They have experts that know the arguments to be made at all times, and it came back zero. And that's not fair. That's not fair that just because I happen to know someone who knows what questions to ask, and we didn't do anything that was untoward, anything that was out of bounds. It was just that I happened to know somebody who knew how to get on the phone, ask the right questions, make the right arguments, and make it go away. My guess is most people who live in an apartment with a couple of kids, whatever, probably don't. And even if they do, even if they're tenacious, it's going to take, 40, 60, 80 hours of their life on the phone, going back and forth. When they have to work, they've got kids, So, listen, the way the healthcare industry is, I agree with almost all of the criticisms, but you're not going to get me to get on board with this kind of, cold-blooded murder is cold-blooded murder. And that is not something that you should, in your mind, be thinking, yeah, but, ... You know, it should not be like that.
Well, you were smart to be off social media. Because this
I'm
weekend,
always smart. I'm never on social media. I mean, the show is, but here's a clue. It's not me. It's Jerry Yamamoto you're talking to, or somebody else.
There were definitely a lot of viral videos of people trying to justify why it was right
because
for this to happen.
We don't live in. This is not the smartest time. We haven't graduated.
No one is saying that. No one is. I don't think that there's people.
No,
online.
hold on.
Of course there are, right? But
Right,
like there
right.
aren't. It isn't like the majority of TikTok is saying like this is good. We're happy this happened.
No, but I'll tell you, Autumn, right now. I will tell you this right now. I'm offended by the idea that at least it sparks a conversation. Yeah. That I'm offended by that. You know, I'm not going to put up with, in my mind, for the things that I want and the changes that I want. Not that. That's not worth sparking a conversation. The conversation should have been sparked when you go and vote. You know, everybody gets mad at me because I haven't voted the last couple of times. Okay, so you go and vote. How many of the people you vote for are you just like, well, I'm in the booth. I don't know. There's an R next to the name or there's a D next to the name. You don't even know who the hell you're voting for. That's why this happens.
What's this L?
You want changes? Find somebody who's speaking up for what you say and start sending them into office to make changes. This isn't going to change anything other than the fact that every other CEO is going to have security like crazy everywhere that they go. That's the only change it's going to make. This stuff that's happened with healthcare is, at the end of the day, a business is going to do what they need to do to make the most money. We almost expect that from businesses. So you have to ask yourself, are there certain things that shouldn't be in the hands of private business that have Wall Street things and they have to make, every 3 months they have to show that they're growing and otherwise people will pull. There's a lot of areas that can be reformed. But mostly it's because your politicians accept money from these entities. And by the way, so do you know that 50% of all television news advertising comes from Big Pharma, adjacent industry, also screwing people. So they don't have to tell the Today Show, hey, don't you do something bad about Ozempic or any other drug. It's understood. It's understood. You know where the money's coming from. So why don't you try thinking about sending people to Congress who will reverse that law? Up to 1983, you weren't allowed to advertise prescription drugs on television. And even to this day, it only happens in 2 countries, the United States, and for some strange reason, New Zealand. That's it. So you could, while your anger and you're feeling like, oh, this is a thing, and maybe this is the moment, you could be putting people in office who would be targeting that change that was made in 1983. But don't get, I'm not going to give 2 seconds to somebody who says, well, this has sparked a conversation or anything. You need to know who the hell you're voting for if you want to have changes like that. So I'm never going to be a person who even mildly says, oh, that violent act. Again, unless it's on the football field, where all great violence belongs.
Healthy violence.
Why are my managers walking in? Am I? Thank you.
Oh, did you get an award?
No, I got my certificate of completion.
Oh, thank goodness, you're compliant.
Now read it. This certifies that Eric Von Hessler has completed the required compliance training after, in all caps, it was initially due. It was due on Friday, and I didn't get it in. Presented this December 9th, 2024, as opposed to December 6th, 2024, like everyone else. Well,
Little baby got his toy. Good job.
When you have the ability to build a large audience, you get certain perks, that's all.
Waking up to presents under the tree is a special memory for everyone. Clark Howard here, and every year I set out a goal to take care of every child in foster care across the state of Georgia. And you know how we do it? Because of you. Join me at various Walmarts across Metro Atlanta on December 14th and 15th for the 34th annual Clark's Christmas Kids. Help make Georgia foster kids' Christmas wishes come true. For more information about how you can donate and for Walmart store locations, visit WSBRadio.com.
Herb Alpert and Lonnie Hall live at the Buckhead Theater on December 13th. Experience that classic Tijuana brass sound you know and love. Herb Alpert and Lonnie Hall live at the Buckhead Theater. Tickets available online.
This guy's in love with you.
This holiday season, it's all about gratitude. This is Scott Slade, and to share in that spirit, I'd like to share a few heartfelt thank yous my friends at Myland have received recently.
I was in such a financial bind with heavy credit card debt dating back to COVID. Myland went above and beyond to save me over $500 per month and eliminated the high interest rates on my credit cards. What a relief. I will be referring my family and friends to Myland. Thank you.
Folks, I could read testimonials and stories like this for days. If you haven't taken the time to call Myland to see what options are available for you to save money with your refinance, you need to set aside a few minutes and do just that. Call Myland, 770-817-2000. That's 770-817-2000. Online, it's myland.com, spelled it M-I-L-E-N-D. NMLS and Georgia Mortgage License C148769, located at 8995 Westside Parkway, Alpharetta, Georgia 30009. Myland is an equal housing lender.
Men, if you're suffering from ED or PE, Priority Men's Medical Center will get your love life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your love life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To regain your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
That musty smell in your house may be a sign of water in your crawl space. Christina Epworth here. Call American Crawl Space Solutions to make the smell and the water go away.
American Crawl Space Solutions. Foundations too.
Imagine the joy and excitement of expecting your first child, only to learn in the pregnancy that something is seriously wrong with your baby. That's what happened to Abby and Chasen Teams. Their son Carver was diagnosed with an omphalocele, causing his abdominal organs to grow outside of his body.
When you find out you're pregnant, you don't think anything like this could happen to you.
Shortly after Carver's birth, the Atlanta Ronald McDonald House became Abby and Chasen's home. Without the house, they would have had a daily drive of more than 4 hours.
I don't know what we would have done if we weren't able to stay here, honestly.
Carver needed them close by, and the Atlanta Ronald McDonald House made that possible. Today, Carver is 6 months old and has made tremendous progress.
He's our miracle baby, for sure.
Atlanta Ronald McDonald House Charities helps families stay together when they need it most. Please visit armhc.org and give today. With your help, we can support families like the Teams. That's armhc.org. Thank you.
Heavy rain can find its way into your home. In fact, you could be one storm away from a flooded basement or serious mold. See the experts at AquaGuard.net. They know how to find the permanent solution your basement needs to stay dry. Remember, AquaGuard.
I was behind a vehicle. Yes, you know, one of these, there were so many bumper stickers and so many things being screamed from this vehicle. And it's really interesting. Sometimes there must have been 25 bumper stickers on the back of this SUV type vehicle.
A lot of declarations.
A lot of declarations. And just picking a fight. When people put these declarations on their vehicles, do they recognize that they could be yelling at someone who agrees with them from time? Like, they're just yelling. Like, two of them that I remember.
Were they political or sports?
Political. And mostly political.
Okay.
Just basically, the car was saying
And go dogs.
The driver of this. Actually, I think that's true. I think there was it's saying that the driver of this vehicle is a better human being than you are. That's what the car was screaming. The driver of this vehicle is so on the right side of history, you could never out right side of history the driver of this vehicle. They're so wonderful, but it's just like yelling at people. Like one of them was, Jesus was a liberal. Okay, all right.
He voted for Obama.
Yeah, I mean, there's an argument, Sermon on the Mount, not exactly a right-wing document there, but I mean, just the yelling of it, like it's not an opinion, it's just a fact. Hey, I'm here to tell you the truth.
Instead of in this house, in this car,
your baby is ugly.
And I came here to tell you
But
that.
also there's a baby on board.
Yeah. And then the other one was my favorite. Said, stop acting like your racism is patriotism.
Ew.
First of all, you don't know who you're yelling at.
Yeah.
Anybody could be walking by, or you're at a parking lot or something. Anybody could be walking by and just yelling at people. And who's making the counter argument? Who's giving the speech saying my racism is patriot? So because nobody's saying that, the enlightened vehicle the driver of this vehicle, what they're saying is, oh, when you say patriotism, well, here's the deal. I'm so smart that I read minds, and I can read your mind, and I know that what you really mean is racism. So stop lying and just come out with what I know because I read minds. But this car is just screaming at everybody.
Where was this car? Roswell?
It was in Roswell, yeah.
Okay.
Alpharetta, somewhere in that.
They traveled outside of the perimeter.
It was after I left Clark's Christmas Kids, and then I went down a little further, closer to Alpharetta. So I'll be honest with you, it was somewhere.
Oh, did it bum you out? You left with probably such a nice, warm, fuzzy feeling.
No,
and then
maybe.
it's like, you're a bad guy.
It made me laugh.
Hey, if it
made me
bothered you
laugh.
that much, maybe you ought to think about yourself.
Maybe I should.
That's right.
Maybe
if my car bothers you, maybe you should look in a mirror.
Yeah, you don't have any bumper stickers on your car, Eric. Maybe this is a sign that you need to put a couple on your car.
This is how I
Your
am.
declaration.
No, I'm not going to have my car scream back at other vehicles. It's ridiculous.
I have some bumper stickers.
Yeah, I know, but they're probably cute.
Yeah, it's a kitty. And
Yes,
He has
yes.
a bowl of ramen. He's going, what?
Okay, it's a little funny
No,
joke.
it's not that.
Autumn's got Salt Life on the back of her.
Yeah. Like, I don't even
Yes,
know.
slut life.
That's what I always thought it was.
I always see slut life.
So do I. Says something about it.
I honestly, we're
Maybe it does.
driving. I'm surrounded by strangers. I don't care what you think. I don't care how you vote. I don't care where you'd rather be. I don't care what your favorite hobby is. I just don't care. Why should
My
I
other
care?
car is a
Yeah.
fill in the blank thing.
I barely care about what people that I love think, let alone strangers that I'm driving around. It's just a little much.
What bumper sticker would you put on?
I
Like,
can't
if you
think
put
of what.
anything.
Well, I was going to bring this up. You know what a Bills fan I am. How often have you seen me walk around? There's not one sticker on my car for Bills. Even radio stations that I've worked at, including this one.
Sure.
I've never put a sticker on my car. Maybe I should. I don't know. People.
Would you
probably-
put that because I really love that Bills logo drawing.
Oh,
that somebody did?
of the one that Josh
Yeah, who
Allen
did that?
did. Yeah, that was fantastic. I might put that on there without the name and just let people try to
Yeah.
figure out what that
Yeah,
drawing
like, what
is.
is that?
Yeah, what is that thing?
That'd be really funny.
That would be, but I just
Hold on,
don't
let me
declare.
just Etsy that, and I guess who's getting that for Christmas?
I just don't.
I found a couple that'll work for Eric.
I just don't feel like other people that I don't know need to know how I feel about things. It's a sick. I think it's a mental illness. I got to be honest with you. This car was covered in declarations.
What about for $5 here? Here's one, Eric, for you. If you honk at me, I will kill myself. Okay, there's
Whoa.
one.
Wow, what are you at the
Samsung.
I know that. I feel like they want that. They're like, oh, I love
Wow.
being honked at.
Then
Wow.
told me to do it.
For 20% off Amazon, you have Goofball on board, and it's got a smiley emoji.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be me.
What a
I gotta
kooky
say,
guy.
hey, I know you don't know me, but here's the thing: before you drive past at 40 miles per hour, you got to know this: I've got a sense of humor. I'm
And
funny.
you know what? I bet that guy can juggle.
Oh yeah, anybody who does that can juggle. By the way, I can
Yeah.
juggle, but not very well. But I can juggle a little bit.
How about I hate science?
You need to have these counter ones in this house.
Yeah, in this car.
In this car,
In
we
this
don't
car,
believe the
science
science.
goes to hell.
Yeah, we don't believe the science.
Some of these are great.
Regulate guns,
I
not
don't-
groceries.
I don't get it. I just don't get why people want to, like, it's bad enough when you're at like a cocktail party or something and somebody just won't stop talking about Trump
Well, those
or
people
whatever.
don't have, they don't have enough going on, and so they fill the void, with
Yeah.
whatever their cause is, and that becomes the only thing about them.
And
when it's probably like the most boring thing about them.
Absolutely. They're probably like, they probably have, maybe they're good tennis players or something. I don't know.
Yeah, let's
but-
hear about that.
Yeah, so, it's something you enjoy in life. But also, with this particular vehicle, or as some of my friends in the South say, vehicle. If you want to get your message across, maybe have one or two. There's like 30 different stickers on this car.
What do you think about truck nuts?
Oh,
You don't need a lot of stickers. You got them on. Pretty
Yeah.
much sums you up.
Yeah,
see
it's-
those
you know
in a
what?
while.
When I see those, I think to myself, wouldn't want to have a beer with that guy. Although I could be wrong. Maybe he's the coolest guy in
he's
the
probably
world.
fun. Look at
he
that
just
sense of
likes,
humor.
Oh, yeah, he's got a great sense of humor.
Why can't it be a woman? Why can't it be a
true,
woman's
yeah.
truck?
Well, it could be, but I mean, I just
I can't even
would-
do the joke.
You know, I'm going to do something.
know.
I'm going to do something no one ever does in 2024 because everybody's trying to be so damn correct about everything. I would simply be surprised if it was a woman. I would be surprised. I'm only doing it. You know, I just did my compliance training.
My truck's a guy.
Just did my compliance training.
Oh, that's right.
They had my favorite was when they went into sexual harassment. They had a big
Hmm.
picture of Bill O'Reilly.
I know.
I was like, wait a minute, didn't you dislike him before you found that stuff out?
Dave Baker here for Air Quality Systems. If you haven't had your heating and air ducts cleaned in the last 5 years, you need Air Quality Systems. They'll come to your house and clean all that gunk out of your ductwork. That's all they do. They won't wash your siding. They won't clean your carpet. They'll just professionally clean your ducts to the same standards using the same process that they use to clean at UGA, at Children's Healthcare, and at other major hospitals in the metro area. You'll get upfront, all-in pricing over the phone, and your ducts will be clean. Simply go to airqualitysystems.com and breathe easy.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for health care. And here's why. This time of year is decision time for a lot of people, but it's also when you can join MediShare and save even more than usual. For many families, joining MediShare means saving about $500 a month, which is a game changer for a lot of people, obviously. But what's more, MediShare members like it a lot. Their satisfaction rate is 98%. Imagine that. And MediShare is a proven thing, too, for over 30 years. It's a Christian community of hundreds of thousands of people now. And here's the thing. If you join before December 15th and you mention the promo code SHARE, they'll waive your application fee, so you save even more right off the bat. I'll give you the number here in a second, but just call and you'll get a price within 2 minutes. And again, the deadline is December 15th. So call now. You'll save even more. Here's the number. 877-26-BIBLE. That's 877-26-BIBLE. 877-26-BIBLE.
However you celebrate the season, Breda Pest Management would like to take this time to celebrate you and thank you for your business. As a local family-owned and operated company, the Breda family appreciates you and yours and wishes you all a very Merry Christmas and a bug and critter-free New Year. Breda Pest Management, they handle bugs and critters. BREDAPest.com.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by QC Kinetics. Our top local story, new images of police shooting and killing a family dog that sparked controversy in Cobb County. Police are releasing body cam footage today. Here's a report all new at 4 o'clock.
The release comes after outrage against the police action has been growing.
I will tell you this is
tense and unpleasant for everybody.
Police Chief Stuart Van Hooser says the officers who were responding to a hang-up 911 call in the area had to make a split-second decision when the dog ran at them.
There is a lot that goes into it in an officer's mind that we cannot relate to because we are not there.
There is an ongoing internal investigation underway. Van Hooser says both officers remain at work on their normal duties. At Cobb Police Headquarters, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
61 degrees in Atlanta, a rainy couple of days before the cold returns.
Waking up Thursday morning in the 30s, and the wind will be gusting as high as 40 miles per hour.
Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. A break today in the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. A man arrested in Pennsylvania could be the man New York police have been looking for.
It was someone at a McDonald's in the middle of Pennsylvania who saw something and said something after photos had been circulating online over the last 6 days of the man police say killed United Healthcare CEO. Someone in that fast food restaurant recognized him and called police. NYPD Chief of Detectives Joseph Kenny.
In Altoona, Pennsylvania, he's going to be facing gun charges there. And at some point, we'll work out through extradition to bring him back to New York to face charges here, working with the Manhattan District Attorney's Office.
That person of interest is 26-year-old Luigi Mangione. Matt Piper, CBS News.
CBS's Anna Schechter tells us law enforcement officials found the man was allegedly carrying the weapon and a handwritten manifesto, among other things.
When you pool this together with the monopoly money found in the backpack, the words deny, delay, and depose written on the bullet casings that were recovered at the scene, all this points to a motive, a person angry about the healthcare insurance industry.
The person of interest, 26-year-old Luigi Mangione, has no known ties to Metro Atlanta. The Marine veteran who put an agitated man in a chokehold on a New York City subway is acquitted of a homicide charge. CBS's Thane Rosenbaum reports Daniel Penny was charged in the 2023 death of Jordan Neely.
In some ways, the acquittal on the criminally negligent homicide charge is a surprise. Some, if not just one member of the jury, obviously felt that there was evidence to support a second-degree manslaughter conviction. That very same juror or jurors might have been inclined to convict Daniel Penny of the lesser charge, but it doesn't seem that the jury deliberated very long before reaching a verdict.
Penny's lawyers say he was protecting himself and other subway passengers. We've learned the names of the 5 people killed in a suspected murder-suicide in DeKalb County over the weekend. The DeKalb medical examiner identifies them as 1-year-old Jontavius Powell, 5-year-old Jadora Powell, 43-year-old Molian Johnson, and 25-year-old Kaylin Samuel. The suspected shooter is 42-year-old Jonathan Darden, who took his own life. Police believe the shooting at an apartment complex on Vineyard Walk was domestic related. A teen mother is indicted on numerous charges in Cobb County in the death of her newborn baby. 17-year-old Leticia Rodriguez is charged with murder. She's accused of trying to bury the baby at a home in Marietta hours after giving birth to the boy at a home last month. Officers responded after a family member saw her digging a hole in the backyard. Improvements are on the way for some Georgia roads as the Department of Transportation awards millions in construction contracts.
Georgia DOT awards 23 contracts in all, the largest single investment going towards bridge construction. There will also be rehabilitation of bridges, including in Fulton and Douglas counties. More than $33 million is allocated for resurfacing projects. In the metro area, that includes more than 9,500 miles on State Route 20 in Gwinnett and Walton counties. The state also funding safety improvements, including the widening of State Route 101 for turn lanes at Rockmart Road and Old Draketown Trail in Carroll County. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
It is now 4:04 and the Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather, and triple team traffic starts with Smile and Mark McKay.
Big delays trying to leave I-20, Bill, trying to get I-675 en route to Hartsfield through DeKalb County. Part of the reason, breakdown just went off to the right, 285 westbound at I-675. Delays across the north side perimeter, 285 westbound leaving Dunwoody into Sandy Springs and approaching the I-20 interchange north and south at I-20 on the west side. Traffic Trooper Jim says traffic lights are on the blink. Bad intersection, very busy in the Toco Hills, Decatur area, Claremont at North Druid Hills. Big delays there. Watch the ride through Midtown, downtown, Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Chinway.
75 southbound, your delays start at Deering Road, and 85 south sluggish at Georgia 400. And those brake lights on the downtown connector, I-75, 85 southbound, taking you to Freedom Parkway, where your delays should improve. Triple team traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Cloudy skies this evening with off and on rain showers, lows tonight in the upper 50s. Tomorrow, cloudy, watching for some heavy downpours, high 66. A cold front sweeps through on Wednesday, pushing the rain out of the metro region, but temperatures dropping from the 60s into the 30s by Thursday morning.
It's 56 in Norcross, 61 in Douglasville, and 62 in Fayetteville. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. You know, I'm starting to think about Christmas. We have our Christmas special on December 20th, Friday, December 20th.
Doing it live. It's going to be fun.
Yes, it's going to be fun. And I'm just starting to get some. So what I have to do to get ideas for that is I just have to start watching old Christmas specials and old Christmas shows.
Did you watch the Sabrina Carpenter one that came out on Friday?
That's a new one. No, I'm not interested.
You got to mix the new and the old. It was pretty good. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I went in with
Does
very
she
low.
sing?
Yes.
Not interested.
I went in with low expectations, but she
You should
actually
have.
She did a good job.
Oh, okay. Now I'll watch it and go, what the hell is Jared talking about?
Is that the one with the Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs game?
I don't think so.
Okay.
What do you mean, the
Well,
Eagles?
there's a Hallmark movie with Kansas.
Oh, no, that's a Kansas City Chiefs love story.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I'm not sure what that's called. It's called a Kansas City Chiefs love story.
The Andy Reid stories. That's a coach both of them.
So, I was watching, last night I watched a couple things, and I don't want to give away some of the things I might be talking about on the Christmas show, but it's in my mind. So I was, number one, I was kind of falling asleep, and I said, let me hit Charlie Brown Christmas. And it was on YouTube, right? So I don't know how it gets on YouTube, and I don't know but I was falling asleep, and I can't remember what they were. But there was more than one disclaimer before Charlie Brown Christmas.
I know what one of them is. I looked it up.
What is it?
There's passages from the Bible, and it's they don't want to trigger people who aren't Christian.
Oh my goodness gracious!
I'm not
Really?
making it up. Yeah.
No.
It's
It's
Charlie Brown Christmas.
It's called. It's by the way, Christmas has the word Christ in it. Does anybody notice?
What?
That?
What?
Has anybody
I
noticed
thought it had
that?
to do with somebody named Chris.
No,
Kringle.
it's
So
actually
Chris,
it actually
Chris
turns
Matt?
out that it's
I just thought that T was in there for I don't know.
I mean, I'm not known as Mr. Religion, but things are what they are. So I was thinking, what is going on with this society that there have to be disclaimers before a Charlie Brown Christmas, which in my life has always been universally beloved as being just absolutely wonderful with no downsides.
Well, there's that pinball machine scene. Isn't that in Charlie Brown Christmas?
I can't remember because I fell asleep.
Where she has to take a shower after a cold shower.
What? No,
You're talking
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're
I
talking
do, but
about.
I'm not going to expand
I'm
on it.
thinking about like a Jodie Foster movie. I
Yes,
don't know. What are
yes.
you? Oh, well, that's not okay. You're confusing me. So,
It's a joke.
oh, okay. Well, I took
funny.
it serious.
I guess it wasn't funny
Another
enough.
real disclaimer is that
Well, I get your joke now.
Yes.
There was that R-rated
Okay.
scene, and okay, I get
Thank
it. now.
you. See,
Thanks.
that's all I was trying to do.
Blockhead, Lucy's mean names.
Oh, for heaven's
No.
It is so innocent.
Blockhead.
What about the tricking with the football? That's really mean.
Oh, that's fine
She's a
because
bully.
it's a stupid Charlie Brown. It's fine.
Yeah. He's
So-
a male.
Yeah, he's allowed to get tricked.
So we have that. And then I also watched this cartoon animated version of A Christmas Carol that was made in 1971. And I remember seeing it when I was a kid. And it's really cool animation. It's really kind of like pencil, drawing animation. I've always loved it. And it's quick. It's like 30 minutes. You get the whole story. And this is the first time I've been watching The Christmas Carol, just like everyone else, since I can remember knowing this story. And last night was the first time that I had this thought, probably because I was falling asleep, maybe a little bit insomniac. Why is it so damn easy for Scrooge to keep falling asleep? Because if I just saw my door knocker turn into the guy I used to work with dead face, I would have been up all night right there. Like, I don't think I'm sleeping at all from that one. This guy, like, one ghost shows up, he's flying through the air looking at his past, and then that ghost is going, oh, well, I'll go right back to sleep. Wouldn't you be up all night just from the door
Yeah,
knocker?
it is.
So I never thought about that, a little flaw in that story.
Get a little Ambien or something.
I think it was on Ambien.
Yeah.
And then I was watching with the traditions of Christmas, because they all come from Germany, they come from England by way of Germany. And, I've known about this, but they were really going through how the tree ceremonies, started as a pagan thing. It was mostly outside. Then it came indoors. And then candles on the tree. When was this ever considered a good idea to put lighted candles? And apparently it wasn't like 2 Like they would.
Yeah, it was all like on every like bow.
Yeah. And so this is what I learned from this documentary I was watching last night. So whoever was considered the lowest of rank in the home would have to sit next to the tree with a bucket of water, just in case. So if you had a servant of some kind, it would be them, or it would just be the kid that has to do all the grunt work in the house. Just sit there.
But it looks so pretty, though, Eric. That's why they did it.
But you got to blow it out, every one of them? Okay, we're going.
And there's wax all over the tree.
Well, that honestly, that answers another question. That's probably why, for a lot of these societies, why people would get the Christmas tree on Christmas Eve,
right,
and then set it up for Christmas Day.
My grandparents had lights that were fake candles.
Yeah.
And I said, why do you have these fake? And my granddaddy said, well,
That's
they
how
used
it used to be. And I was thinking, I want to get those this year.
Yeah.
I like the look.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Get real ones.
Get real candles.
Yeah, just
make Jane sit there all night.
You're really trying to get rid of me. Listen, Autumn, if you
you know what? Also, like if you spray hairspray on it, it's really fun.
That's what I hear. By the way, kids, don't do that. Don't spray hairspray on your lighted candles on your tree.
I put gasoline in the tree stand.
That's right. Trees love gasoline.
Yeah.
The whole
bottom.
The reason we have certain traditions are just kind of bizarre, But you have them, and I love them, so we have a tree. And the whole mistletoe thing, how that got going, the Puritans didn't like it, so they tried to wipe it out. Because it started out, it was supposed to be a little. Haven't men always been the same? It was supposed to be a little light peck on the cheek, and then in the 1840s or something, all of a sudden, guys were getting handsy. And now look, the Puritans didn't care about women's rights, but they cared about what God thought.
Yes.
So they got mad. They got mad that that was going on, and they limited that. Although I would say mistletoe now is just awkward, right? Just being anywhere with mistletoe would just be awkward, right? I think. I mean, not if you're there with Christina. You're going to kiss
my wife.
I know,
fine.
but there's going to be some people there that somebody's going to get kissed that doesn't want to get kissed, and it won't always just be a woman. Like. Men will be kissed by people that they do not want to. Oh, here comes Miss Halitosis 2024.
Hi. Merry Christmas.
No, I'm going to go get some more eggnog.
Come here, look what I got above you. It's a mistletoe.
I'm allergic.
She's been single since 2007.
And we know why.
Single as a Pringle.
She speaks, everything she speaks is a and then I have one other question about Christmas. I'll bring these things up in our Christmas special, I guess. But one other thing is,
Christmas questions with Eric.
Yes, Christmas questions. 404. No, we're not lame like
Call in
that.
with your Christmas
We're
questions.
not lame like that.
Why did my husband leave me?
Oh, wow.
Oh, my. It's a Christmas miracle.
Because Santa doesn't love you. Sorry, got to tell you the
Just
truth.
like my dad.
Gotta tell you the truth. Do we still tip the mail person? And by the way,
should.
it's
Letter
strange.
carrier.
It's strange saying male person.
Right.
It's not male person. It's
Letter carrier.
Letter carrier. Okay, here's my thing.
I would say the trash people, yes.
It's
male person,
postal
probably not.
Not only does the snail mail, except it's government stuff. I don't know. Maybe I have to look through it
It's
because
so
sometimes the
unreliable
government.
this year.
Well, I don't care about that, but I mean, I don't get. How's it unreliable?
the oldest man.
How's it
in the room.
unreliable? I don't get anything through the mail.
You don't get.
Really?
I get a lot of stuff. in the
Hardly anything.
Jared's
Hardly.
out by his
I check the mail
his
every day.
mailbox
It's
every afternoon. Where's my mail?
Yeah.
It's
late.
2:45.
I find
It's
enjoy,
late.
especially now that I've moved from condo life to house life. I actually go down to my little designated mailbox section, and I'm like, oh look,
Is
I
the
got
letter
the mail.
carrier always talking on the phone when they put the mail
I
in?
think
Because
that's okay. Here's the thing.
Mine too.
So as it comes to, I'm going to say the post person because I grew up with a post. So you have to admit that the snail mail is not as relevant to our lives now that we have email, and we pay bills online and do all this kind of stuff. So I don't really know the letter carrier. Like you used to know the guy or the gal who walked up and, hello, Mr. Hessler, quite a bundle today. Like those days are over. And here's the thing for me is I don't think I have the same letter carrier. I feel like there are different letter carriers. Like sometimes one person's driving.
Put a camera out. See?
Some people don't even wear a uniform.
Hide in a bush.
Hi.
Start making notes about who it is.
So I could leave a check, like a holiday card with a check in it, and the lady who only does it twice a month gets the check, And the person
See,
who
that's
doesn't.
why you need to start tracking their movements.
Oh, that's.
So that you know who it is, you know what days they work,
Yeah, this
when,
has to be.
when it's your
Here's this
move.
air tag. Why don't you put this on?
I have to remind.
Yeah, you can get one of those like
Apple things?
camouflage like blankets. You can just lay on the ground.
Yeah.
like,
$10
in the
Dunkin'
leaves.
Donuts gift card. That'll take care of it.
I know, but it's just like I don't know that.
Well, just somebody will get it. Maybe they'll share it with the office.
Sometimes people aren't even wearing any kind of uniform at all.
Mine's naked most of the time.
All right. Well, she deserves
Mail's
a card.
here.
Oh, that guy. He deserves a Christmas card.
How you doing?
Hey,
just hanging out.
haven't gotten to it yet, but I don't know if you know this, but Hawk Tua is in a lot of trouble, and we have to go through this investigation. Hawk Tua, you may be going to, I don't know, there may be some jail time here for you. I think you're gonna have to plead that you were just taken for a ride, but we'll get to that when we get back. Smiling.
Say, oh, what?
She says, anywho, by the way. Anywho.
All right, anywho.
Smiling Mark says there's a crowd gathering on 75 in Kennesaw.
Yes, Mr. Von Hessler, and we're watching the delays on I-75 as you leave Highway 5 trying to work your way through the town center mall region. Traffic Trooper Tyson says, hey, heads up, if you're heading beyond Kennesaw toward Ackworth, look for the fog, especially as you approach Lake Allatoona. That'll get worse as the evening goes on. So will the delays heading to the northwest inside the perimeter, slow, leaving Mount Perrin Road. Your 400 delays begin in Buckhead and spots, leaving Lennox Road, heading north toward Sandy Springs. North Springs MARTA station area also getting crowded. So is I-85, leaving 285, clearing exit 99, Jimmy Carter Boulevard. Checking out the perimeter highway circling the city, Andrew Seco, Coolray Carrier Traffic Center.
Stacking and packing out of Panthersville. Got a crash in the right lane on the 285 westbound ramp to 675, exit 52, stretching all the way back towards I-20. You may want to use I-20 as a bypass till things clear out. This report sponsored by Discover. Do you know what's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide? If you guessed Discover, you guessed right based on the February 2024 Nielsen report. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSBE.
When we came up with the idea for Clark's Christmas Kids, I told myself I wanted us to help every child in foster care in Georgia, but I need your help to do it. Help make the wishes of kids in foster care across Georgia come true. To find out how you can donate, visit WSBRadio.com.
A special thanks to our friends at Scan Energy, Rocco's European Garage, and Finley Roofing for their continued support of Clark's Christmas Kids.
We weren't planning on selling our home, but our family's needs changed. I'm Caitlin, and selling our home with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate was the best decision we made for our family. With over 11,000 five-star reviews, I had peace of mind knowing I could trust Mark Spain Real Estate to sell our home fast and for more than we were asking. If you're preparing to move, check out Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer. Go to markspain.com and see what their guaranteed offer would be on your home. There's no obligation. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Did you know you could have a stress-free holiday meal that is sure to impress? Mark Aaron back from my friends at Publix. Just heat and serve for a traditional feast that will leave your guests satisfied. Order now. Make your holiday gathering one to remember. Check out the Mojo Pork Dinner. It includes moist, tender pork, expertly flavored with a Mojo blend of seasonings, rice and pigeon peas, sweet plantains with bacon and onion, and the amazing, delicious dulce de leche milk-infused bar cake. Items require advanced ordering, so hurry now. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
At Shane Company, we want you to be the holiday hero. We have so many ways to create unique, fine jewelry gifts. Give a ring or necklace with their favorite gemstone like amethyst or peachy morganite, one to match their eyes, or even pick out their favorite team colors. Customize our North Star charm with the gemstone of your choice for a reminder to follow their own path. Or create a personalized piece with zodiac, birthstone, and diamond letter charms. Visit us in store and shop online at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Men, if you're suffering from ED or PE, Priority Men's Medical Center will get your love life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your love life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To regain your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
If you have COPD,
Here are some reasons to go see your pulmonologist again. 1. Those flare-ups you keep having, they have the chance to cause permanent lung damage. 2. We now know a certain type of inflammation can cause flare-ups for some people. And 3.
When can I see Grandma?
Need more reasons? Visit www.livewithcopd.com.
A DUI conviction could cost you your career, threaten your way of life, and even compromise your future job prospects. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. With all this on the line, trust only the best. George Stein, the DUI lawyer. Go to georgestein.com.
Don't get trapped for another year with overpriced health insurance. Eric Erickson for Hip Nation. Many small business owners are now evaluating their health insurance plan renewals. Visit hipnation.com to learn about the amazing savings and great health care you can provide for your employees. Go to hipnation.com.
Coming up with the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra, The Christmas Story as told by Handel in his famous Messiah. Don't miss this beloved holiday tradition as the ASO and Chamber Chorus perform this timeless classic, featuring the rousing Hallelujah Chorus, Thursday, December 19th at 8 p.m. in Symphony Hall. It won't be Christmas without hearing For Unto Us a Child is Born and the famous Hallelujah Chorus. Details at aso.org. Holiday series presented by Coca-Cola.
Yeah, we're getting into the Christmas mood. I got to AI my song this year. You got to help me somehow, Timmy.
Oh, so that's what I just thought it was something else. So you want to...
I want to take the song that I wrote, the great Christmas carol, This Miss Is My Kind of Christmas, and make it seem like the Mormon tabernacle. Nah, that's kind of boring.
Send me the lyrics. I'll start working on it.
Like a children's choir.
Yeah.
But it's
a Trans-Siberian Orchestra kind of
no,
sound?
No, I don't like. Hey, listen.
Mannheim?
I'm going to go after. No.
Hey, I interview those guys.
Hey, listen, I think what's kind of turned me off to the Mannheim Steamroller Trans-Siberian Orchestra, although the Trans-Siberian Orchestra is probably a fun show. Take your 8-year-old or 9-year-old to the light show is fantastic.
Rock music.
I'm sure it's fine. But it's these Christmas decoration wars that go on where, it's like the whole house is,
it's synced up to
and it's always that crap. It's never Bing Crosby. It's always Mannheim Steamroller.
Hark, hear the bells, sweet silver bells, all in the day.
So because I can't stand people who compete with their homes against one another with their light shows, I've ended up not liking the music. If you like the music, I think you should continue to like the music. You may not have the taste that I do. That's okay. Not everybody has to. It's not an important thing. The thing is, are you enjoying yourself? Now, let's get to Hawk Tuah. We're not going to be able to do it all in this segment, but...
Oh, no!
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, you were there. This is from Coin Speaker. Hawk Tuah meme coin. Now, that's a kind of crypto, a meme coin.
Yes.
That's a kind of crypto. As far as I know, 99.9% of them are scams. Hawk Tuah meme coin sees classic pump and dump with 90% crash. And it turns out what they're finding out is that they pre-sold a bunch of this stuff to friends. They got it for free. And then they sold it to the public, ratcheted up. At one point, it had a $490 million valuation before plummeting 90% because all the people who got the free stuff up front suddenly all cashed in, which is called a rug pull. And do we have enough time to do this? Everybody should watch this guy, CoffeeZilla, because he exposes all of these scams. And it's another thing where the legacy media should be ashamed of themselves. When I was growing up, this guy would be on 60 Minutes. They wouldn't have a 90-year-old Leslie Stahl trying to explain Bitcoin to you. They would have a guy like this who not only understands it, but he follows blockchain. He knows when things are being used as a scam. He's outed the Paul brothers, many others. And he's as far as I know, he may have been sued, but nothing's ever gone to court because he's fact-based. So let's just go. So they're having a call. Go to number one here. They're having a call where they're talking about the meme, and CoffeeZilla gets through. This is the first part.
I have questions. I'm raising my hand. Hey, guys.
What, CoffeeZilla?
Hey, this is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why are you on?
I've been tracing it on chain for a while. You guys generated over $1 million in fees while y'all's fans got rug pulled. There was snipers, but there was also insider trading directly linked to y'all's creator account. What are you guys doing?
And do we have time to hit the second one? Yeah.
That wasn't very nice. Like, he just talking to me like that.
All right, we don't have time to get. I want to get to. We have two more of these, and then Hawk Tua does the thing that you would never imagine somebody would. It's just amazing the way this thing ends. We'll get to that when we get back. Smiley Mark says 75 is still not looking good.
Nope, it's still a struggle as you work your way out of northwest Atlanta toward Cobb County at I-285 and then approaching Highway 5. Not good if you're heading into Midtown Atlanta, especially out of Buckhead or northeast Atlanta. The delays on 85 and 400 begin at the merge point. Connectors southbound on and off the brakes to I-20. Speaking of I-20, Chinway's watching your ride east and west.
Over on the East Freeway, I-20 westbound starting to hit brakes at Wesley Chapel out to Stonecrest, and on the West Freeway, I-20 delays heading to Douglas County from I-285. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
It's the 34th annual Clark's Christmas Kids, and we need your help. I'll be at different Walmart locations on December 14th and 15th, buying presents to put under the tree for foster children in Georgia. Come out and participate in an annual tradition. For more information on how you can donate and the Walmart locations, visit WSBRadio.com.
A special thanks to our friends at Scana Energy, Rocco's European Garage, and Finley Roofing for their continued support of Clark's Christmas Kids.
It's Eric. Are you thinking of adding value to your house, or just you want more convenience and more comfort in your kitchen? Frugal Kitchens can get you one of those $1 million home kitchens at a fraction of the cost. They want to talk to you about how you can go through their process, get your new dream kitchen up and going, and you can be cooking in 5 days from the start of construction and get 18 months no interest financing available. It's what Christy and I have done. Life happens in your kitchen, and Frugal Kitchens can put you in a great one. FrugalKitchens.com.
Make the most of your holidays with the Kroger app. You can enjoy over $600 in digital coupons every week. Get access to low prices and earn fuel points to save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. The Kroger app makes it easy to save this holiday season. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply.
Check out this great deal on Private Selection Angus 80% lean ground chuck. 16-ounce packages are $4.99 each with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2024.
Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
For many of you, it's happening. Your hair's thinning, your crown's disappearing, and maybe hair loss has you feeling your identity is lost altogether. Well, I got good news. It's Advanced Hair's incredible yet simple one-day treatment that starts regrowing your own natural hair the very next day, and it's guaranteed to grow for life. It's Mark Aaron back with you. We've all seen the pills and lotions that come with monthly subscriptions. They help retain what you have, but what about regrowing your hair permanently in specific areas? From Advanced Hair's state-of-the-art facilities to their world-class physicians, it's not maybe your hair will regrow, it's guaranteed that your new hair will grow. You decide how much, how thick, and where. Advanced Hair has changed tens of thousands of lives, and I've seen their results, friends. For your free consultation, $250 off and 250 free hair grafts, call 470-660-HAIR. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Americans love using their credit cards, the most secure and hassle-free way to pay. But D.C. politicians want to change that with the Durbin-Marshall credit card bill. This bill lets corporate megastores pick how your credit card is processed, allowing them to use untested payment networks that jeopardize your data security and rewards. Corporate megastores will make more money, and you pay the price. Tell Congress to guard your card, because Americans lose when politicians choose. Learn more at guardyourcard.com. Paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
Traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's news and talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top story: an arrest in Pennsylvania in connection with the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in New York.
We have a strong person of interest in the shooting that shook our city.
Mayor Eric Adams says he matches the description of the man they're looking for. New York Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch identifies that man.
Earlier this morning in Altoona, Pennsylvania, members of the Altoona Police Department arrested Luigi Mangione, a 26-year-old male, on firearms charges. At this time, he is believed to be our person of interest in the brazen targeted murder of Brian Thompson.
CBS's Tom Hansen reports the man had a gun similar to the one used in the killing.
They said that it could have been 3D printed, so he could have actually manufactured this gun himself. We don't know that for sure, but it would definitely align with the resolve that he had in a targeted killing like the one that we saw several days ago.
Police say Mangione also had numerous fake IDs. He has no known connection to Metro Atlanta. 60 degrees in Atlanta, a soggy start to the week. When will it come to an end? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. New body cam footage is released today after Cobb police officers shoot and kill a family dog at a home in Powder Springs. Police Chief Stuart Van Hooser says he understands the community feelings.
First of all, we love our community, we love our officers, and this is a tense time for both.
He says both officers remain on duty while the department is conducting a full investigation into what happened. The Marine veteran accused in the chokehold death of a man on a New York subway is found not guilty today, but reporter Dave Packer says the legal fight may not be over.
Daniel Penny claimed he choked Jordan Neely out of self-defense. Acquitted on a negligent homicide charge after a deadlocked jury led to the more serious manslaughter charge being dropped. Neely family attorney Dante Mills says the fight will go on in civil court.
The family's hurt. I promised this family that we would get justice. We're still going to do that. We're going to move forward with our suit.
The city's medical examiner concluding Penny's chokehold killed Neely. The defense argued Neely died from a genetic condition and the synthetic marijuana found in his system.
Atlanta police are investigating a car accident and shooting near historic Ebenezer Baptist Church. It appears the driver may have been drunk when he crashed, flipped his car, and collided with other vehicles on William Holmes Borders Drive near Auburn Avenue. After the crash, several people approached the car and beat up the driver. One person allegedly shot the man in the thigh before running off. The injured driver was taken to the hospital. No word yet on any charges or arrests. The Fulton County Sheriff's Office issues a formal response today to a scathing report from the Justice Department about conditions at the county jail.
The response says the DOJ's report underscores the deep challenges facing the correctional system, and the Fulton County Sheriff's Office agrees these are challenges that are decades in the making. It also notes the deteriorating condition of the current jail is making matters worse. The statement goes on to say the Sheriff's Office is already working to address the problems and takes the recommendations very seriously. County commissioners scrapped a plan to build a new jail. Instead, they'll spend a fraction of the cost to renovate the current jail. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
You may notice signs going up on cryptocurrency ATMs around Sandy Springs. They alert users of possible fraud linked to cryptocurrency. The city council voted to install the signs as Sandy Springs has more than 600 reports of fraudulent incidents this year, and 267 of them have been related to Bitcoin ATMs. At the state capitol today, the Georgia State University Choir joining Governor Kemp and his family for the lighting of the state Christmas tree. Among the guests, WSB consumer expert Clark Howard, who's there to highlight Clark's Christmas Kids.
We still have 14,000 gifts to go, and we got to get it done between now and next Tuesday.
And you can donate to Clark's Christmas Kids at WSBradio.com. It is now 4:34, and it's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. And triple team traffic begins now with Smile and Mark McKay.
Starting to ease out the slow traffic, Bill, around Toco Hills, North Druid Hills, Claremont. We've had the traffic lights on the blink at that busy intersection. Claremont and North Druid Hills seems to be improving there. You're fine on 85 inside the perimeter till you reach Spaghetti Junction. That's where 85 meets 285. Then you're encountering that slow traffic through Norcross till you clear Indian Trail Road. Second slow zone developing now, leaving Duluth into Swanee up to the 985 split. 400, worst of it's going to be right around the North Springs MARTA station. Then you break clear off to the races, Roswell, Alpharetta, and Cumming. Let's get you to Cobb, Cherokee with the help of Andrew Seco, Cool Carrier Traffic Center.
Seen some brake lights heading north through Marietta. Got that volume jammity up. 75 north from South Marietta Parkway all the way up towards Chastain Road, exit 271. And be careful with some fog on the roadways. 75 northbound through Kennesaw on and off the brakes. You may want to avoid the area altogether and use Highway 41. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Cloudy skies with occasional rain showers tonight, lows in the upper 50s. Tomorrow, watching for some heavier downpours, high 66. A cold front sweeps the rain out of the metro region, but temperatures dropping to the 30s by Thursday morning.
And Storm Tracker radar shows some heavy rain right now along I-85, stretching from the perimeter area south down toward LaGrange. Otherwise, just spotty rain showers around the metro area, but there is still some rain out there this afternoon. 57 in Vinings, 62 in Conyers, and 51 in Cumming. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Know your rights before you're stopped. Print your free DUI rights card at georgestein.com.
Your business needs a network it can count on.
Power's out.
Comcast Business has you covered with Wi-Fi backup to help keep your business up and running, even when your power goes out.
Everybody in the warehouse good?
Lights are out, but the Wi-Fi's up. Let's power on.
It's from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
Break room, you good?
Can't microwave my burrito, but Wi-Fi's fine. Let's power on.
Power on with the leader in connectivity, Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Learn how to get Comcast Business Internet, Security Edge, and Wi-Fi backup for $59 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement when you add Comcast Business Mobile Unlimited. Plus, for a limited time, find out how to get an $800 holiday bonus prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Don't wait. Call or go online to ComcastBusiness.com today. Ends 12/15/24. Restrictions apply. New customers only with 300 megabit per second internet, Security Edge, and Connection Pro. EcoBill and auto pay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change.
Hi, my name is Dr. Taylor with Be the Younger You Atlanta. Yes, it's true that most of our patients lose 20 to 30 pounds their first month and are on their way to regaining their health. But what's the point in losing all that weight and regaining your health just to lose it again? Exactly. That's why our program is designed so that doesn't have to happen. So you can live younger longer.
Hey, it's Shelley Winter. It's the holiday season, and you know what that means. That means Christmas parties. And you know what that means? Free food. This Christmas season, Be the Younger You is offering a special gift just for you. Join the program and enjoy 25% off. Plus, Dr. Taylor will donate $25 to Toys for Tots on your behalf. You can lose up to 25 pounds in your first month. What a fantastic way to kick off 2025.
Sound too good to be true? Listen to the patients themselves. Go to BeTheYoungerYouATL.com. That's BeTheYoungerYouATL.com or call 770-415-3000.
Don't talk back, Yamamoto.
I'm just trying to give you more credit.
I know when I speak.
I'm trying to give you more credit. I think I'd much rather be in your team's position than in my team's position.
Well, first of all, I'm a Falcons fan. They're my favorite NFC team. I've lived in Atlanta since 1998. I think people who are sports fans understand that you're just a bandwagon jumper if you just jump from one team to the other. So I've been a Bills fan for over 40 years. 40 years of good times and very, very, very bad times. So I'm as worried about the Falcons as you are. But hey, we teased and said we're going to talk about Hawk Tuah here. So
yes,
how about we
definitely
do something we don't usually do, which is actually do what we said we were going to do before the break. Because this is an interesting story.
It is the Christmas season,
yes.
The holidays.
Let's give.
Let's give back.
Let's give. Let's stop taking from the audience and give a little bit. So let's go back and start over again. We get a lot of new people.
Every 2 seconds.
Hawk Tuah, I don't really understand her fame, but she's gotten very wildly famous because she said one thing one drunken night, and everybody loves her.
Person that recorded her got nothing, too, by the way.
Oh,
got
of
absolutely
course.
nothing.
Of course.
And he's the one that actually was out in the street.
He made her! So a meme coin, of course, something I don't really understand. Here's the deal. Don't ever buy one. There you go. I just gave you some great advice. Don't ever buy one. Now, I'm not saying that applies to all crypto. I think there are certain areas of crypto that are actually good. But the meme coin thing is usually surrounding like Jake Paul or some personality, and it's meant to screw you and enrich the people who are making this coin available. Now, the question here is whether Hawk Tuah is an innocent bystander. Somebody got in touch with her and said, hey, let's do this thing, or whether she knew what was going on. So it's a pump and dump is what it's being alleged with her with her Hawk Tuah meme coin. And this CoffeeZilla, who outs all of these scammers, got on. It was a Twitter Spaces thing where Hawk Tuah was in there, and the guy who runs the thing, his name is Doc Hollywood or something. I think he's related to Howie Mandel somehow. This is what I heard. So I don't know, maybe a nephew or something. I have no idea. So let's go back to the first thing. CoffeeZilla, who should be on 60 Minutes. That's how good he is at this. He busts these people. He gets in on the call. This is number one.
I have questions. I'm raising my hand. Hey, guys.
What CoffeeZilla?
Hey, this is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why are you on?
I've been tracing it on chain for a while. You guys generated over $1 million in fees while y'all's fans got rug pulled. There was snipers, but there was also insider trading directly linked to y'all's creator account. What are you guys doing?
All right, so then in between, I cut out a whole bunch of stuff where this Doc Hollywood is saying, well, it's a foundation. And then CoffeeZilla said, well, who's the foundation? And he's like, well, it goes to the creator. Well, who's the creator? Well, Haley's. So is she getting all the money? And then we get to number two here.
Where did the fees go? Where did the money for the pre-sale tokens go? Why did y'all unlock day one so people could dump on Haley Welsh's fans? And how involved was she really? And how much money is she making from all this? What's her cut?
So things are getting hot and heated. So at one point, they just mute CoffeeZilla. They just mute him, and he can't speak anymore. A little later on, a couple other people started to kind of pick up where he left off because they muted him. So I don't know who this guy is, but he's basically asking some questions. And Hawk Tuah, she is being accused by people who know what they're talking about of basically stealing from her fans. And the way she exits is right on brand.
In terms of the fact that there's fees that are being generated, there's an actual
Hey
source
guys,
of income.
I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay.
By the way,
why did she sound like a tiny child?
I think that's her. Anywho. This is. I don't know that I've ever heard a response like this before.
He was just as stunned as anybody was that she was
Anywho,
drunk.
I mean, if I'm being accused, she's being accused of things that I don't know what the legal, but there are legal.
I don't either. I don't know what they were saying at all. I just felt like attacked, and I was like, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna brush my teeth, wash my face, and go to bed.
It really is. I would say it's anything other than an anywho moment.
I mean, it was. Because, what are they even saying? Whatever,
Now, the question is she going to be able to play dumb like this and go, look, these people got in touch with me.
I ain't playing dumb.
It's their deal. Howie Mandel's nephew got in touch with me.
Son-in-law.
Son-in-law?
Yes.
Wow. Son-in-law.
He's real cool.
Yeah, I know, but see, here's the thing. You are being accused of stealing from your fans. You recognize
I didn't steal
that.
nothing.
Well,
I just had this coin, and it was a meme coin.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right.
Well, yeah, I think you better you better have no paper trail or emails that have these guys explaining.
What do you mean paper, old man? Ain't nobody got paper.
It's just an expression. I mean,
anyway,
emails.
I'm gonna go take a nap. Bye.
Anyway, well,
anywho, sorry. Anywho, I gotta go.
I just think that's a moment where it's not an anywho moment. Hey, y'all, I got a prior engagement and I got to get to it, but just I'm gonna go to sleep.
I'm gonna go to bed.
I would be quaking my boots thinking about Sam Bankman-Fried. This is obviously not on that level.
I don't think she knows the impact of what's going on.
I don't think she does either.
That's why she was like,
she's
okay,
come a long way from where she is now to.
Yeah, but if she looks at her account and suddenly she has $1 million, and then people are saying,
"Hey,
that
that's
was
what they
stolen."
said. They were like, "Hey, y'all want to make money?" And I was like, "Sure."
Yeah.
And so then,
Still a hayseed. Still a hayseed.
Well, she better hope so. I mean, she better hope so, because I feel like she's going to be in a lot of trouble here.
I'm gonna hawk two of myself all over that court. They ain't gonna get me.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
You gotta give him that hawk to it. Spit on that thing.
I have been busting my ass trying to get it on. I mean, and doing quite well with it since 1989. If this lady takes a right out of the bar, that none of this happens.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
You gotta give him that hawk to it. Spit on that thing.
If I was a judge and she came in before me, I think I would just say, well, you should know that you have no reason to get $1 million in your account.
Why?
Should be because you don't have anything to offer. What is it?
It don't matter. That's what these meme coins are. Like, they just go out and then people make money. How come I can't do that?
Yeah, but you can't lie about it.
I didn't lie about nothing.
You can't say that you're doing one thing and then do it. It's called a rug pull, Hawk Tua.
I don't even know
what you're
what a
doing
rug
is you got all these insiders and they've got a coin for free, and then you go out and you push the idea of the meme coin and everybody gets involved, and then the insiders that got the stuff for free immediately dump it when it's at 439. And how does it get
I didn't tell them dump it.
How does anything associated with Hawk Tua ever have a $439 million value?
She calls it that rug Tua is what's going
Rug
on there.
Tua?
Rug Tua. And take all that money.
You
gotta
pull that rug on those people.
You gotta
You seeing me?
You know what I'm saying?
What did she say at the end?
Y'all
You
hear
seeing me?
me?
Y'all hear me? You getting me?
Anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Go to bed.
I'm gonna go bed.
Anywho. Hey, I know you guys are discussing something
She does
that.
turn into like a tiny child.
Yeah, it's like that's probably psychological, right? She's playing this is how I get
I'm
out
in
of trouble.
trouble.
I'm in trouble. Maybe
Anywho, Daddy's mad. I gotta go.
I'm going to punish myself. I'm going to send myself to bed. Maybe that's her idea. Smiler Mark says 285 is improving.
Especially if you're heading to Hartsfield down that east side perimeter, there was a big collection of brake lights on 285 westbound leaving Flat Shoals. That's the extent of the slow traffic now at exit 48. Earlier crash at 675 has gone to the shoulder. North side perimeter, meanwhile, out of Dunwoody, 285 west crowding up as you approach the Chamblee-Dunwoody Road Bridge. Take it into Sandy Springs past Roswell Road, exit 25. Opposite direction, slow on the wet pavement as you leave Dunwoody, 285 eastbound. Leaving Ashford Dunwoody Road, exit 29, working your way past Tucker and the Stone Mountain Freeway. Watching downtown and those brake lights of the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Chinway.
75 southbound delays start south of Northside Drive. 85 south sluggish at Georgia 400, causing a long, slow ride down to I-20, and the northbound ride smoother than normal at this time. This report is sponsored by AT&T Playoff Playlist Live. Experience AT&T Playoff Playlist Live at State Farm Arena in downtown Atlanta on Sunday, January 19th, part of the College Football Playoff National Championship, featuring Camila Cabello, Miles Smith, and Knox. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Buying a new car? Need help fixing your current car? What's the safest car for a first-time buyer? The Car Guys have the answer. Join Shelley Winter and automotive expert Kevin Deutsch this and every Saturday at 12 for all your car needs. The Car Guys, presented by Butler Lexus of South Atlanta, Saturdays at noon on 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
This time of year, we all dream of being home for the holidays, but for many families in our community, that dream is out of reach. Hi, I'm Stacey Ellis, Vice President of the Jim Ellis Automotive Group. This holiday season, we're proud to partner with Habitat for Humanity of Georgia to help turn dreams of home ownership into reality. We believe that every family deserves a safe, stable place to call home, and together, we can help make that happen. Purchase any new or pre-owned vehicle from our 21 dealership network between now and December 31st, and Jim Ellis Automotive will gladly make a donation to Habitat for Humanity of Georgia. Whether you're buying a car, truck, or SUV, your purchase will help build homes, communities, and hope for deserving families. Imagine the joy of a family walking through the door of their brand new home for the first time. To learn more, visit jimellis.com, where you can shop and compare more than 5,000 vehicles. Start or complete your entire purchase online and use the Jim Ellis Expressway to create a quick, easy, and convenient car buying experience. Jim Ellis Automotive, where you can always expect the best. And from our family to yours, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Are the effects of diabetes, prostate cancer, hypertension, or high cholesterol robbing you of your ability to perform in the bedroom? Choice Men's Health can help you eliminate ED and get your bedroom performance back in just one visit. Choice Men's Health offers breakthrough treatments for ED and performance issues in the bedroom to help you regain your confidence and give you back the intimacy with your partner. Call Choice Men's Health right now to make an appointment and find out how you can eliminate ED on the first visit. Popular name brand pills like Viagra and Cialis don't work for everyone and can have serious side effects. Choice Men's Health custom medications work immediately, even if you have a medical history or think you're too old to perform like you used to. Choice Men's Health can help you have a fulfilling sex life again. Call Choice Men's Health today at 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170. Once again, that's 404-400-1170.
Searching for a meaningful gift this holiday season? Why not give the gift of a good night's sleep? This is Greg Trzynski of the Original Mattress Factory. Our hand-built, locally made mattresses are designed with comfort and quality in mind. By building them right here in town and selling directly to you, we cut out the middleman. This means you'll enjoy exceptional quality at unbeatable prices. Locally made also means that most items can be ready for delivery or pickup in time for the holidays. Visit an OMF location today for a better night's sleep this holiday.
If you're ignoring any cracked brick or concrete, you could be ignoring important foundation problems, and you need to get ahead of these problems sooner rather than later. Don't wait any longer. Visit aquaguard.net today to book your free inspection.
AquaGuard. When it comes to my lifestyle and diet, I don't always make the smartest choices.
Touchdown! Woo! Hey, how about another round and some more chips?
But when it comes to taking care of my liver, I do make one very smart choice. Active liver tablets from New Nordic. I used to have real issues with my liver, and at my last checkup, my doc was concerned about my numbers. But since adding a once-a-day active liver tablet, my gut's better, I feel great, and my doctor's happy. I ask a lot of my liver, so the least I can do to say thanks is a daily dose of Active Liver.
You ask a lot of your liver, so give it the support it needs with Active Liver. You can find Active Liver at Amazon.com or ask for Active Liver at your local CVS. Or for a volume discount, visit NewNordicUSA.com. Go to new, NORDICUSA.com, Amazon, or ask for Active Liver at your local CVS.
Monica Pearson for Superior Plumbing. Did you know Superior is probably the #1 installer of water heaters in Atlanta? If your water heater is over 10 years old, time to replace and be surprised on the improvements it will make in giving you plenty of hot water. Superior offers a 10-year warranty.
It's Christmas time, la la la. Some people don't like Christmas time. Are you aware of that, Jared Yamamoto?
I can't believe it.
What
Why
kind
would
of
they
evil
not?
people wouldn't like Christmas, Jared?
Well,
besides you.
I like Christmas. It's just not my favorite holiday. My favorite holiday is
Halloween. What a douche.
What? There's less pressure. It's more fun.
I
and,
apologize to the audience. That just slipped out.
that
That was a little harsh. That was a little harsh.
Shut the f*** up.
I need to put.
I like Arbor Day.
Sir Charles and I need to put the filter on every once in a while. I meant to say D-bag, something nice, something family.
I don't like it because you're stuck inside, and it's fun being
You're
around.
such a hillbilly.
But it's fun being around
Such a
family.
hillbilly.
And I love being around friends, and I love the the look and everything. I think
Yeah.
and the meaning is obviously beautiful too. But overall, though, like it just
Not
says
enough
that,
drinking for
says
you.
that we're along.
Not
No,
enough
you can
drinking.
You can drink during the holidays.
No,
don't get me wrong.
absolutely. You can drink and
Drink any time of the year.
Eggnog with bourbon.
There's just something nice about 4th of July.
That's getting drunk and guaranteeing a heart attack within
Imagine
the
throwing up with that. Oh,
I don't have to imagine it.
Oh, that's happened to you?
Sure, it has. Absolutely. It actually is the most magical vomiting you'll ever do.
So
You're vomiting
festive.
Christmas. It's like it's like vomiting candy canes.
Yeah.
I mean, is that really a bad thing? No. I mean, it's Christmas in your mouth.
I once threw up after eating Lucky Charms, and it was delightful.
I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was.
was.
It's magically delicious.
They're always after me. Ooh.
All right, so we're betwixt and between here because I don't know what we're doing next. I have to be honest with you.
Well,
I don't know what
got
we're
some
doing next.
more audio for you here.
Audio?
This is from the weekend. This is a cute moment where Elon Musk was talking to his son in one of this.
Which
one? Of
one?
his
He's got
Teslas.
900
This
children.
Is X. X. It's,
So what is he, like 4 now or something?
Yeah, he's like 4. This is, yeah, this is the one that was from the Grimes relationship.
Okay, so he's got 2 from Grimes.
Yeah,
one
this-
when they were
this-
together and one when they were apart.
I believe this is the one when the child
Yes,
from when
this
they
is
were together.
XI.
I believe so.
Autumn knows how to say it. Say it again.
I forget the numbers. It's 17 or something. It's like XIE.
This is a cute viral moment from the weekend here about what X believes Elon needs to do with to make things better.
What should I do? No.
Save America.
And?
Boy.
Help Trump.
Okay.
Oh,
What else?
Kill the poor people.
What else? Good start. What else?
Make more money.
Yeah, okay, great. What else?
Help Russia bomb the people.
Perfect. Should we go to Mars?
Yeah, what about Mars, kid?
Oh,
He's going to get a smack in the face. Don't go to Mars. It's a waste of money.
What should I do? What should I do?
Okay.
Save America. Save
And?
America. Help Trump.
Okay.
You know,
That's just as bad as every woman, like every mom that goes to their kid and be like, "What did you say, honey? What did you say, sweetie?" And they're like,
Yeah.
"I love you, mom." Like, oh,
but it's even worse because the politicization of childhood
yeah.
is, to me, can't we just have 10 years of actual innocence? I guess now because the internet, you'd be
Vote
lucky to get 7.
Republican.
Like, I don't think a 4-year-old has to have an opinion on the Ukraine war. You know? Smiling Mark says 20 is slowing into Douglas County.
Just past Six Flags, brake lights, Eric, 20 westbound. Six Flags over Georgia. Once you get past Thornton Road, exit 44, you're okay. Now, if you're leaving Lithia Springs, heading toward downtown Atlanta, be aware of brake lights ahead because of a travel advisory we see on the Jam Cam. 2 left lanes knocked out with a crash. 20 eastbound past Langhorne Street, exit 54. You can use Hollowell Parkway, Highway 78 to avoid the backups. To the southern suburbs we go with Andrew Seco.
Looking clear and easy for the most part. 75 south or Clayton, Henry County. We do have a slow spot jamming up. 75 south as you get to Jodico Road. That's exit 222. Traffic brought to you by Publix. Let Publix make the holidays stress-free with the Publix holiday meals. Just eat and serve for a traditional feast. Advanced ordering required. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? Well, that's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They'll handle repairs on your old home and make price-boosting upgrades at no upfront cost. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Ready to find out how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
Your business needs a network it can count on.
Power's out.
Comcast Business has you covered with Wi-Fi backup to help keep your business up and running, even when your power goes out.
Everybody in the warehouse good? Lights are out, but the Wi-Fi's up. Let's power on.
It's from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
Break room, you good?
Can't microwave my burrito, but Wi-Fi's fine. Let's power on.
Power on with the leader in connectivity, Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Learn how to get Comcast Business Internet, Security Edge, and Wi-Fi backup for $59 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement when you add Comcast Business Mobile Unlimited. Plus, for a limited time, find out how to get an $800 holiday bonus prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Don't wait. Call or go online to ComcastBusiness.com today. Ends 12/15/24. Restrictions apply. New customers only with 300 megabit per second internet, Security Edge, and Connection Pro. EcoBill and auto pay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change.
Do you think you need to renovate your kitchen, but you're worried about the costs? Well, Frugal Kitchens can help you get $1 million looking kitchen for a fraction of the cost and 18 months, no interest financing available. The best part, they can get you back up and cooking in 5 days from the start of construction. Life happens in your kitchen. That's where you build so many memories. If you're like Christy and me, that's why we use Frugal Kitchens, and you can too. FrugalKitchens.com is the website. Go check them out. Don't forget, 18 months, no interest financing available. FrugalKitchens.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Looking for the perfect holiday gift? Hi, it's Tim Andrews from the Von Hessler Doctrine. Surprise your friends and family with a custom cameo from me. Whatever voice you like. My own, Donald J. Trump. Elon Musk. Governor Brian Kemp. Jerry Seinfeld. Maybe even a little Bing Crosby. Or any of my other impressions. I'll make it unforgettable. Don't wait. Spread some laughter and holiday cheer today. Go to cameo.com/TAndrewsATL.
Shane Company is your go-to destination for high-quality fine jewelry gifts. Come find beautiful gifts at competitive prices, from dream engagement rings to tennis bracelets, engravable charms, and more. All in stock and ready to give. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Give your home the gift of clean with Zerorez carpet and air duct cleaning. Mention WSB Radio to get 3 rooms of carpet clean for only $129. Give us a call or schedule online at ZerorezAtlanta.com. Zerorez, it's the right way to clean.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top local story, new video of a Cobb County police officer shooting a family dog in Powder Springs.
I will tell you this is tense and unpleasant for everybody.
Body cam footage shows what happens leading up to the shooting that sparked outrage in the community.
Body cam footage shows the owner trying to restrain 2 large dogs. Then one of the dogs manages to get free, running towards the officers. Police Chief Stuart Van Hooser says he knows the community is hurting and the department is undertaking an internal investigation.
I believe in doing right, and part of doing right is to look into what has happened in the past to see if we can do better.
The officers remain on duty. At Cobb Police Headquarters, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
61 degrees in Atlanta, a rainy start to the week.
We're talking about 2 to 3 inches of rainfall through Wednesday, about 7 a.m. Wednesday.
Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. New developments today in the case of murdered United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. A person of interest is now arrested in Pennsylvania.
Being questioned, 26-year-old Luigi Mangione. He was spotted at a McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania, by someone who had seen photos of the person of interest in the case. Altoona Police Department Corporal Quint Stickle.
Today at 9:14 a.m., Altoona police officers were dispatched to a McDonald's restaurant for reports of a male matching the description of the United Healthcare CEO murder suspect.
Police say he was in possession of a gun with a silencer and had a fake New Jersey driver's license. Matt Piper, CBS News, New York.
We've learned the names of the 5 people killed in a suspected murder-suicide in DeKalb County over the weekend. The DeKalb medical examiner identifies them as 1-year-old Jontavius Powell, 5-year-old Jadora Powell, 43-year-old Molian Johnson, and 25-year-old Kalen Samuel. The suspected shooter is 42-year-old Jonathan Darden, who took his own life. Chanel Carter tells Channel 2 Action News she and a police officer went to her house to check on her mother after Carter didn't hear from her.
And I noticed the body on the floor, and one of my niece, either my niece or my nephew, was on the bed. And that's when I ran to the front and I kind of showed her the front door open. And the first thing I seen was the body on the couch.
Police believe the shooting at an apartment complex on Vineyard Walk was domestic related. A Sewanee man pleads guilty to scamming people needing cars while recovering from drug addiction. 54-year-old Aaron Hayes will have to repay over $76,000 to nearly a dozen victims. He'll also have to serve 1 year in prison. Hayes pleaded guilty to racketeering charges. His illegal enterprise, Wheels in Recovery, was designed to get money from would-be buyers without giving them the cars he promised. Improvements are coming to some Georgia roads as the Department of Transportation awards nearly 24 contracts for transportation projects.
The projects will include bridge work, resurfacing, and safety improvements. More than $33 million going towards 11 resurfacing projects, the largest involving more than 9,500 miles on State Route 20 in Gwinnett and Walton counties. Bridge projects in the metro area include bridge rehabilitation at various locations in Fulton and Douglas counties, and the largest safety project will focus on widening and creating turn lanes on State Route 101 in Carroll County. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
We've just gotten an update on the injury status of UGA quarterback Carson Beck, injured in the SEC championship game. He's dealing with an elbow injury in his throwing arm and is now seeking treatment options. There is no timetable for his return. Georgia coach Kirby Smart says if Beck misses the New Year's Day Sugar Bowl, they'll have to get backup gunner Stockton ready.
This situation does give you time, if that's
what has to happen.
Georgia plays the winner of Notre Dame, Indiana in the college football playoff. The Bulldogs also announced today punter Brett Thorson is out for the season due to a knee injury to his non-kicking leg. It is now 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, triple team traffic, and here's smiling Mark McKay.
Bunching up on 400 Bill, leaving 285, trying to get into Roswell through the Sandy Springs region. Sandy Springs police actually rolling to a report of a crash. Don't know the lanes, though. 400 northbound around the North Springs MARTA station north of Abernathy Road. Be prepared for the slowdown. We had a short-lived travel advisory on I-20 inbound in West Atlanta. Crash that was in 2 left lanes working shoulder now on 20 eastbound approaching Langhorne exit 54. The delays on I-20 through the work zone are in place. Bumper-to-bumper battle leaving Wesley Chapel Road on I-20 eastbound exit 68 heading towards Stonecrest. Chinway's watching 285 in the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center.
285 eastbound struggling between 285 and Clarkston. 285 westbound, the outer loop, delays picking up from Dunwoody to Sandy Springs, and delays picking back up on 285 westbound around Boulder Crest Road, and we're slowing and going on the west wall through Vinings. Triple team traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official heating of winter. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Cloudy this evening with some areas of fog, drizzle, and even some heavier downpours through the overnight hours. Lows tonight in the upper 50s. Tomorrow, watching for off and on heavy rain showers and a few thunderstorms possible, high 66. A cold front sweeps the rain out of the metro region on Wednesday, but colder air surging in. The warmest time of the day will actually be in the morning with temperatures in the 60s, then dropping into the 40s by the ride home and into the 30s by Thursday morning. Thursday afternoon, mostly sunny and cold, high 46. Friday, partly cloudy, high 52.
And Storm Tracker radar shows some scattered showers around the metro area at this hour. 56 in Roswell, 62 in Union City, 52 in Brazelton. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins when I say it begins. So, wait for it. Now we've begun. It's hour 3. Are you feeling it? Are you feeling it?
I feel it now.
I feel like hour 3 is going to be possibly the best hour of radio we've ever done. I'm just, it's my wish. I'm just wishing it into the universe. Wouldn't that be great if this hour was, we just like retired? We get to the 6 o'clock hour and say, you know what? We can't do better than that.
No.
And I don't want to be like some silly old man trying. My best hours obviously are behind me now, and so I'm just going to leave on top.
About that. Come on, Eric.
No, I'm saying if we have our best hour
I see.
from
Okay.
5 to 6, why try to top it? You want to go out on top, right, Autumn? Autumn has told me,
let's go.
Blow this popsicle stand. Let's get the hell out. She's
go.
like, we've done it. We've done it already. But then,
What are we doing? We're going.
ClarksChristmasKids.com. You need to go there, and you need to help us make sure that every foster child in the state of Georgia wakes up on Christmas morning with 3 gifts that they chose under the tree. 34th year. You've always done it in the past. I know you're going to do it again this year. Also, if you don't want to pick out the kids and the toys, there's little button there. You just donate money. We'd appreciate it. ClarksChristmasKids.com. I bring that up because I was at the Walmart yesterday
on Mansell Road.
Mansell Road. And I have to say Mansell around Clark or he smacks me in the face if I say Mansell. So
say it right.
It's Mansell Road. And, man, but there are a lot of wonderful people. And I got to tell you, man, I am always a little knocked out by the fans of this show. There are fans of this show who really, really, really love this show. And I felt it yesterday for a bunch of different people. And they weren't just like, hey, how I listened. It was just very, very, the show means a lot to them. And it kind of knocked me out.
They go, hey, your show's okay.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. It was very much, and also I love it when people kind of tell me why they like the show, and it's exactly what we want to do. Like it's the exact kind of thing that we want to bring to people every afternoon. So thank you to all the great fans that I met. Thank you to all the people who came out to the Walmart. If you weren't out there, I don't have them in front of me, but there are Walmarts next weekend. We'll get that to you as well. But you can always go to ClarksChristmasKids.com, shop for the child. And, we don't ask you to give $1 more than you have, and we ask, please, that you don't give $1 less than you can.
I've got the locations next weekend. So on Saturday, it'll be Clark and Dave Baker at the Walmart.
Dave! I'm sorry.
2635
Yeah.
Pleasant Hill Road in Duluth.
Yeah.
And then they'll be at the Big Chicken on Sunday from 1 to 3. That's 210 Cobb Parkway Southeast.
That's the Walmart near the Big Chicken. They're
That's
not
right.
actually going to be inside.
I like to say
Walmart's. So, yeah, it's 34 years. We've done it every year before. I know that you're not going to, I wouldn't say let us down. You're not going to let yourselves down, listeners of WSB. You know this is important. And we're going to make sure that the goal is achieved. ClarksChristmasKids.com. Are we going to do open mics now?
Well, I wanted to kind of play off that.
I want you to tell me what to do.
We'll do study surveys.
This is my
polls.
fantasy right now.
Easy now.
Tell me
Easy.
what to do.
Well, we played this audio of Elon Musk talking with his son, talking about what America needs here.
Politicizing his son.
Save America.
And?
Help Trump.
Okay.
So that moment went viral.
Sure, he
over the
cut him
weekend.
off with a few answers. Some other things he's hearing around the house.
Don't forget, make America healthy.
And how about
and Doge?
Oh yeah,
rich.
Eat the
Right. Well, not all of them. Yeah.
You know, RFK Jr. is going after the red dye. What, number 6 or something?
Well, it's right there in the name. Red dye equals red death. And I just look. If you can use other things besides chemicals to color your food.
It's just one of those ones where they're not in it, like in Canada or in Europe. They're only in it here. But and I don't know the ins and outs. You know, sometimes people say that they overdo these things. You know, it takes a whole bunch to kill one mouse that no person would. I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs. But this is what I'm thinking. From this simple mind, I'm thinking, how about this as an idea? Let's get the stuff that isn't food out of food. Just as a anything that's not actually food, let's just get it out of food. As a general
It
thing.
depends. What's your definition of food?
Things that will add to sustenance and nutrition when you ingest them.
Oh, I love seeing the red dye farms.
Now, I guess, oh, yeah. So, I mean, I'm guessing there are probably things, I don't know, emulsifiers or something that make ice cream feel better when it goes down your throat or something. So, look, some of the worst desserts I've ever had in my life is when my wife buys something at the organic section, and it's called pudding.
Oh, it's not good.
No, it's terrible. It's gritty. Pudding isn't gritty. And I say to my wife, yes, I want to eat better, but not with desserts. Desserts should be decadent. And then it's up to the person not to have too many of those over the course of a week. But you don't want low-fat dessert. That
Take
makes
a note,
no
RFK
sense.
Jr. Take a note about this.
I agree. If you're eating gritty pudding, then you're not eating good pudding.
Bring us some gritty pudding. Bring us some gritty pudding.
It is, so yeah, that's my idea. My idea is, in general, as a person who doesn't know about food science, the fact that there is a thing called food science, a little weird. But in general, I would say, let's get the stuff that isn't food out of food. And not be, sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Too harsh about it. Like there may be little areas where, well, it just makes the pudding a lot better. I don't want RFK Jr., what I'm saying here.
What?
I don't want pudding to suddenly be all gritty.
Well, if it's red, then it has erythrocene in it, which is red dye number 3. It's an organoiodine compound.
Okay, I know,
specifically
I know.
a derivative
I'm
of
going
fluorolorn.
Okay, I understand. But
Are any of those things food?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Its formula is C20H6I4Na2O5.
Seems natural.
You know what? I'm licking my
Locally
lips.
sourced.
I'm licking my lips already.
Those come from the bees.
That's absolutely. All right.
Now, this open micer might have a solution, kind of going back to the Elon Musk audio here. Let's see if you agree with this solution
All right.
that this lady's trying
I
to
feel like you're setting me up for some sort of extremism, but go ahead.
Get ready.
Comedy.
The Democrat Party needs to be outlawed. They need to fire. Donald Trump.
So she says at the beginning the Democrat Party needs to be outlawed. Is that what
Correct.
she says? Okay.
It needs to be outlawed.
Yeah, that's what I thought I heard.
Yeah, she's right there. Here we go.
The Democrat Party needs to be outlawed. Outlawed? They need to fire. Donald Trump is going to fire the Democrat Party.
You know what? I'm going to go in a.
Donald Trump, he going to buy the Democrat Party.
I am going to go in a direction I don't think that you are expecting.
Okay.
I think she's putting it on.
Yeah, I think
I
so,
think
too.
that it's somebody. I'm going to call the right-wing radio station, which they still think we are, and I'm going to see if I can get on the air saying what I think sounds like a right-winger would sound, and with the conspiratorial sort of tone. So, what I'm saying to you, my dear, is a round of applause. A good performance. I thought that was fantastic. Yeah.
I just think that all the Democrats should be murdered.
No, don't.
Oh, goodness. No?
No, I don't. Oh boy, Autumn always going there.
Well, she said to make them illegal.
Smiley Marks, his 400 is stacked up in Sandy Springs.
As a matter of fact, Sandy Springs police working a crash on 400 northbound in the vicinity of the North Springs MARTA station. That's just north of Abernathy Road. On the brakes at 285. Traffic Number 3, let us know about the crash possibly in the right lane, rolling out of Sandy Springs towards Smyrna. 285 westbound at Roswell Road, exit 25. I can tell you it's a miserable ride all over, including that north side perimeter, with delays now leaving Doraville at Peachtree Boulevard, exit 31. More slowing on 285 westbound approaching I-75. 75 is going to be sloppy inside the perimeter at West Paces Ferry Road, and on off the brakes leaving Marietta, heading up toward Town Center Mall. Watching the ride to Norcross and trouble on I-85. Andrew Seco, Coolray Carrier Traffic Center.
Trouble indeed in the form of a crash in a center lane, 85 north of Jimmy Carter Boulevard, exit 99, mixing with the afternoon volume, jamming back towards Chamblee Tucker Road. You may want to think about avoiding the area altogether. You can use Satellite Boulevard or Buford Highway. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Waking up to presents under the tree is a special memory for everyone. Clark Howard here, and every year I set out a goal to take care of every child in foster care across the state of Georgia. And you know how we do it? Because of you. Join me at various Walmarts across Metro Atlanta on December 14th and 15th for the 34th annual Clark's Christmas Kids. Help make Georgia foster kids' Christmas wishes come true. For more information about how you can donate and for Walmart store locations, visit WSBRadio.com.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed. Chris, with all the things we're reading, seeing, and living through these days, from rate cuts, election season, and now a new administration, now seems like a great time to make sure we have that comprehensive plan in place. You know, the one that covers all our financial bases.
There are occasions throughout the year where I feel like it's critical for people to engage their financial lives and get the information that they deserve from a financial advisory team. And this is one of those times, to be quite frank. So we ask that you call us if you have a minimum of $500,000 in your full portfolio. But we're going to do away with that minimum so that those folks can have an equal opportunity to understand what's in their portfolio as well. Now, you have to have some money, right? I can't help you to build your wealth at work, right? But I sure can help, I believe, with your 401k, IRA management. There's probably 2 or 3 things that'll surprise you that you may want to take action on. So the next 10 people that call in, we'll work up either a portfolio x-ray, or if you feel like you need a full retirement plan, go to unleashyourmoney.com, click on Portfolio X-ray, or click on Full Retirement Plan. We think you'll be impressed enough, and we want you to become a client. There's no question about it. We believe that we are a very competent fiduciary advisory team, and we want to offer that to our listeners. Let Hoffman Financial Group actually show you how we perform, and I believe we perform at the pinnacle of this industry.
Call the Hoffman Financial Group at 404-737-3858, 404-737-3858, or online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
Speaking with Eddie and Lisa Hazen from Terra Fine Jewelry Company in Buford. It's not too late.
Our holiday collection is the most beautiful we've ever had.
Everything is brand new and beautiful, and it's gorgeous.
You'll love our exquisite handcrafted jewelry that's never mass produced.
I know you're going to find something special she will love.
And they're open through December 23rd.
It's never too late to give a gift of love from Terra.
Tara Fine Jewelry Company is open through Christmas Eve.
Men, if you're suffering from ED or PE, Priority Men's Medical Center will get your love life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your love life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To regain your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
When it comes to defending your rights, experience counts. George Stein, the DUI lawyer, has a winning track record over 3 decades with hundreds of contested jury trials and complicated cases. Make the smart choice. GeorgeStein.com.
Don't get trapped for another year with overpriced health insurance. Eric Erickson for Hip Nation. Many small business owners are now evaluating their health insurance plan renewals. Visit HipNation.com to learn about the amazing savings and great health care you can provide for your employees. Go to HipNation.com.
I really can't stay.
Baby, it's cold outside.
I guess this one's back, right? This one's uncanceled.
It is uncanceled.
This is probably the revised one.
No, this sounds like the original. I mean, not the original, but one of the... What was the revised one? It was like unsingable. It was all politically correct.
Yeah, if this one's from Elf, then I think it's probably not changed. But they did update it and remove that problematic
Yeah, but I think
line.
that's gone. That's gone now.
Yeah.
That overcorrection is gone. We can enjoy. Now we might have like a trigger warning before Charlie Brown's Christmas, but then after that.
What about the Pogues
they
and
let
Kirsty
you-
McCall?
Nobody cares about the Pogues. Just artsy-fartsy people. It's all right.
Well, they played that one for years, but they pulled it.
You know what? I've never heard it.
You've never heard
I
that
mean,
song
now
ever.
I've heard it because we talked about it last year. But it's one of the weird things where, first of all, the guy with the Pogues, his teeth, I could never, I don't know.
Well, he's dead.
Okay, I apologize. I'm sure he's a wonderful guy.
His teeth killed him.
He's a wonderful guy.
He probably did.
There's probably people
You know, like your
who
teeth
love
can
him
mess up your heart.
that can. You get
Especially if you drink and chain smoke all day.
so it's a song about Christmas in New York.
Yes.
And nothing against the,
Just two
the guy. I'm
people
just
and-
I don't know. I think their style of singing was just too Celtic for me in
Little
rock and
guttural
roll.
punk.
Yeah, I never got the punk Celtic thing. So I don't know the Pogues. I do not know the Pogues.
You would like Rum Sodomy and the Lash. I believe it was produced by either Elvis Costello or his wife at the time.
Oh yeah, because his wife was in the band.
Yes.
In the Pogues at the time. That wife, not the current wife.
Right.
So I don't know the Pogues, but it's really weird to me that there's this Christmas song that everybody loves. That how could I have lived my life? Even if you don't, I don't have Wham albums. I know Last Christmas. Is that one? Or
yes,
is it Last Christmas I Gave You My Heart? Like I know their Christmas song. So how did this Pogue song just never end up on my radar?
Gen Xers started programming radio stations in the 2000s.
And they don't like it?
No, they love it. It's a
Right.
Gen X song. So
And
they
I just
started-
wasn't listening to radio.
Probably not, yeah.
Okay. I'd already moved over into talk radio at that point.
And they weren't playing.
I was becoming a mature.
Yes.
What's
next Christmas wise?
I would listen to people hoping that they would give me a free Apple phone at that point.
Rose gold
in my life.
By the way, the corrected "Baby It's Cold Outside" was done by John Legend. And,
okay, no one should ever buy a John Legend, or nobody buys those anymore. Some vinyl people left, but
No more streaming.
no
John
more
Legend.
streaming. That should get you canceled. The fact that you come in and update a classic Christmas song to the new way that we speak in America. Is John Legend even a real person?
He is.
He
yeah.
seems like a manufactured, and his wife, and remember she was like, everybody hated her for a minute, and now they're back to loving her. What happened?
No, people still don't love her.
Really? Because she seems to have made a comeback. She's like on, I see her in places. What's her
Is she
name?
on like The Voice or the
I don't know
Masked
about
Singer or the
Oh, you know what?
karaoke?
I saw a commercial for the Masked Singer. Who would watch this?
You never watched. I watched a couple
grotesque looking.
episodes.
I don't like
It's
it.
bizarre.
I don't like what. I get that
It's like body horror the entire time. It's gross.
It's like
I don't like their giant bodies and their heads.
I'm not into mascots, like kind of like a competition between crazy, weird looking. But I see the commercials like, wow, this has been on forever, and I get it. It's cheap programming. It's a lot cheaper than a medical drama or something, right? So it's cheap programming. But when I see those commercials, I just think, who in the hell would watch that? But obviously, it's a lot of
It's
people.
got people that come back every year.
Watches it.
Okay, what are we going to do again here? We're going to, we don't know who's in the suit. And we're going to try to figure that out.
And we're going to act super surprised every time.
I know, every time. It's like, wait a minute.
Whoa, the reveal.
Wendy Williams.
What's that, Adam? What is that?
Wendy Williams?
Yeah,
Giuliani was on it one year.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if a dead person popped out. Now that's surprising. That's surprising.
Kenny Rogers.
David Bowie. What?
That would get people to watch.
But the whole concept is you're going to be surprised. So then they act like, who would watch this?
Well, I wonder with the new Bob Dylan movie coming out, if Bob Dylan would ever do it.
Bob Dylan would. You know what? First of all, if Bob Dylan did it, no matter what he's saying, you would know it was Bob Dylan. Or do they filter it?
Yeah, no, they filter.
They
run,
filter.
Yeah,
okay.
it runs through like
so
a
he
little...
can sound like a woman or something.
No, they do his real voice. They filter it in the way that they like auto tune it or something.
Right. But it seems to me like you'd be able
their
to
voice.
pick out Bob Dylan pretty easily. But that would be hilarious.
Unless you're listening to Nashville Skyline.
That would be hilarious. Some sort of like rat suit or something.
Rat suit. Yeah.
Bob Dylan pops out.
Bob Dylan.
Oh, nah.
Anything.
Couple things here too about it. Chrissy Teigen, that's John Legend's wife, and
Yeah.
then also
Autumn doesn't like her.
Kelly Clarkson also was a co-writer of the John Legend "Baby It's
She's
Cold Outside"
another one.
rewrite.
She's another one. We don't need that kind of celebrity. We don't need the celebrity that, we're going to make this song that people have loved for 70 years or whatever. We're going to make it appropriate. All right. I don't want hall monitors for my entertainers. Am I alone? All right. Speaking of entertainment, let's give some stuff away. 2 tickets to see B-52s this Saturday, December 14th at Atkins Ford Arena in Athens. Be caller number 10 to 404-872-0750. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. Smiley Mark says there's a travel advisory on 20 in West Atlanta.
Second crash of the afternoon, nearly same spot, I-20 eastbound near MLK Junior Drive, exit 53. Seeing the Jam Cam Fire Rescue on the scene, so it's an injury crash. 2 right lanes are lost. Use Highway 78 as your way around that. 85 is stacking up out of Chamblee, headed toward Norcross. Along the way, you're battling the brake lights and a stall. Smack dab center lane of 85 north near Jimmy Carter Boulevard, exit 99. Watching the intense battle going on along 400 in Sandy Springs is Chinway.
We've got a crash on Georgia 400 northbound near Abernathy Road, North Springs train station. You can avoid those delays by using Roswell Road out of Sandy Springs. I'm Chinway, 95.5 WSB.
This past year has been incredibly tough for me. Hey, it's Belinda. Last year, I lost my dad. And most recently, my mom passed away peacefully at home. Please bear with me. My heart is broken. But I'm so grateful Mom was able to remain in her home until the end, thanks to the outstanding caregivers. I just have to tell you about Four Seasons Home Care. Mom loved the caregivers who took such good care of her. Knowing she was in good hands allowed me to be there as her daughter without the stress of managing everything alone. And I was able to keep up with my own responsibilities as a wife and mom, knowing we had these angels who were there day and night, making sure that Mom had everything she needed and fulfilled her wish to stay at home where she was most comfortable. Hey, if your parents are aging, don't wait to get caregiving help. Call Four Seasons Home Care and start the conversation. It's a free call and it can make all the difference. Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta. That's Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta.
Fall in love with Terrifying Jewelry's amazing collection of designer brands such as Roberto Coin, De Beers Forevermark Diamonds, and their collection of fine Swiss watches from Rolex, Tudor, and Tag Heuer. Treat yourself and your loved ones to a special gift from Terrifying Jewelry Company in Buford.
This time of year, we all dream of being home for the holidays, but for many families in our community, that dream is out of reach. Hi, I'm Stacey Ellis, Vice President of the Jim Ellis Automotive Group. This holiday season, we're proud to partner with Habitat for Humanity of Georgia to help turn dreams of home ownership into reality. We believe that every family deserves a safe, stable place to call home, and together we can help make that happen. Purchase any new or pre-owned vehicle from our 21 dealership network between now and December 31st, and Jim Ellis Automotive will gladly make a donation to Habitat for Humanity of Georgia. Whether you're buying a car, truck, or SUV, your purchase will help build homes, communities, and hope for deserving families. Imagine the joy of a family walking through the door of their brand new home for the first time. To learn more, visit jimellis.com, where you can shop and compare more than 5,000 vehicles. Start or complete your entire purchase online and use the Jim Ellis Expressway to create a quick, easy, and convenient car buying experience. Jim Ellis Automotive, where you can always expect the best. And from our family to yours, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
I've been reporting on our traffic for decades. I can assure you, wrecks will happen. Oh, I've seen them. And insurance will try to pay as little as possible. Hey, it's Smiler Mark McKay. When bad traffic leads to a bad accident, get a great lawyer. I recommend John Foy & Associates, the strong arm. If you're injured, don't try to take on the insurance companies alone. You need John Foy and his army of lawyers to fight for what you deserve. There's no cost until they win. Call for your free case evaluation. johnfoy.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk. At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio, news sponsored by Overhead Door Company of Atlanta. Our top story, a strong person of interest now in custody in Pennsylvania in connection with the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in New York.
He matches the description of the identification we've been looking for. He's also in possession of several items that we believe will connect him to this incident.
New York Mayor Eric Adams says that includes a gun similar to the one used in the killing. The man identified as 26-year-old Luigi Mangione. Aaron Katersky reports the man was arrested on a tip from a McDonald's employee who recognized him from images put out by NYPD.
The authorities credited good old-fashioned police work with getting that image out from the countless hours of surveillance footage from 60,000 surveillance cameras in New York City, and then the heads-up member of the public who called it in.
Police in Altoona, Pennsylvania also report finding a manifesto related to the crime allegedly written by Mangione. The person has no known ties to Metro Atlanta. It is 60 degrees in Atlanta after a wet start to the week. Does it cool down any? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. New body cam footage is released today after Cobb police officers shoot and kill a family dog at a home in Powder Springs. Police Chief Stuart Van Hooser says he understands the community feelings, but he says officers don't have a playbook for every situation.
Officers have to make split-second decisions in very, very tense and often very, very dangerous situations.
He says both officers remain on duty while the department is conducting a full internal investigation into what happened. A Marine veteran who put an agitated subway rider in a chokehold on a New York subway is found not guilty in the death of Jordan Neely. His father speaks outside the courthouse after the verdict.
Really, really hurts. What are we going to do, people? What's going to happen to us now?
Daniel Penny's lawyers say he was protecting himself and other subway passengers when he put Neely in a chokehold. A former Woodstock police officer pleads guilty in the death of a 20-year-old suspect and gets 500 hours community service. In October of 2023, Officer Grant Matthew Shaw shot Emmanuel Millard after Millard ran from officers and led them on a high-speed chase. Millard was taken to the hospital where he died 2 days later. The Cobb County DA's office says Shaw entered a plea agreement to serve 10 years for involuntary manslaughter. The judge suspended the sentence and required Shaw to perform community service. The Fulton County Sheriff's Office responds to a Justice Department report about deteriorating conditions at the county jail.
A formal statement from the Sheriff's Office says the failing jail building, compounded by the lack of adequate staffing, fuels unrest and vandalism, which worsens the challenges of recruiting and retaining experienced jail staff. The agency says the federal report underscores the deep challenges facing the correctional system. The Fulton Sheriff's Office says it takes the DOJ's recommendations seriously and is already working to address the problems. The county has already voted to renovate the jail rather than build a new facility. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
Georgia quarterback Carson Beck is dealing with an elbow injury in his throwing arm, and UGA announces today he is seeking treatment options and there's no timetable for his return. Beck was injured in Saturday's SEC championship game win over Texas. If Beck cannot go in the Sugar Bowl New Year's night, the Dogs will turn to back up Gunner Stockton, as they did in the second half of Saturday's game. Governor Kemp and his family welcomed visitors to the state capitol today to light the state Christmas tree. Among those attending, WSB consumer expert Clark Howard, who's there to promote Clark's Christmas Kids, which provides gifts for Georgia foster kids.
We've been doing something for 34 years that you can be part of. We call it Clark's Christmas Kids, but it's really Georgia's Christmas Kids.
And you can donate at WSBRadio.com. It is 5:34, and this news is sponsored by Overhead Door Company of Atlanta. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic starts with Smile and Mark McKay.
All right, Bill, active travel advisory. West Atlanta, 2 right lanes lost with an injury crash. I-20 eastbound, MLK Junior Drive, exit 54. Quickly stacking things up inbound back toward 285. Use Highway 78. 285 is slowing in the work zone on the east side behind a crash we see on the jam cam on the inner loop. 285 south, just below I-20. Sloppy ride through the city. 75, 485, all slowing southbound towards 17th Street. That connector southbound jam continues to I-20. Let's head to the northern suburbs. Andrew Seco, Coolray Carrier Traffic Center.
Stacking and packing through Marietta into Kennesaw. That volume making things really tough. 75 north, you're on and off the brakes from North Marietta Parkway to Chastain Road. 575, same story. Barrett Parkway all the way up to Highway 92. Looking really tough for 400 delays. Have you on and off the brakes from 285 all the way up to Northridge Road. Crash causing delays heading into Dunwoody, and 85 seen delays from a stall in Norcross. Center lane blocked. Northbound when you get to Jimmy Carter Boulevard, that's exit 99. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Cloudy this evening with some areas of fog, drizzle, and even some heavier downpours through the overnight hours. Lows tonight in the upper 50s. Tomorrow, watching for off and on heavy rain showers and a few thunderstorms possible. High 66. A cold front sweeps the rain out of the metro region on Wednesday, but colder air surging in. The warmest time of the day will actually be in the morning with temperatures in the 60s, then dropping into the 40s by the ride home and into the 30s by Thursday morning. Thursday afternoon, mostly sunny and cold. High 46. Friday, partly cloudy. High 52.
Scattered showers around the metro area on Storm Tracker radar. 53 in Woodstock, 59 in Monroe, 61 in Palmetto. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
George Stein literally wrote the book on DUI defense in Georgia. Let him represent you. GeorgeStein.com.
Rocco's European Garage is sponsoring Clark's Christmas Kids and donating $100 for every service or repair up to $15,000. Hey, this is Rocco. Stop in any Rocco's European Garage location and help us ensure that every child in foster care gets a present this Christmas.
10,000 times. A family of 5 will open their garage door 10,000 times a year. The garage door is now your front door. Dave Baker here. If a spring breaks or your garage door just won't open, call the original Overhead Door Company of Atlanta. Trusted here since 1935. A technician from Overhead Door Company of Atlanta is available 24/7 for your convenience. Call 404-USA-DOOR or schedule online at overheaddooratlanta.com.
They said I couldn't do it, but I'm doing it. Hi, I'm Shannon, owner of Scorpion Septic, and I'm changing the septic industry. Customers ask, how do you not charge to pump out our tank with a repair? Other companies charge hundreds for that. What's the catch? No catch. With Scorpion Septic, there's never a pump out charge with your repair.
Take the sting out of septic service with Scorpion Septic. Details online.
ScorpionSepticServices.com. Some home problems are obvious. You know what's broken and who to call. But not every issue is simple. Doug Turnbull here for the only folks I trust with the foundation of my home, Atlanta Ramjack. A few years back, I saw cracks in my drywall. I called the best in the business, Ramjack. They did a free inspection and put my mind at ease. I didn't have a foundation issue. No overselling, just an honest assessment. Foundation problems are not always obvious, so trust who I trust. Just Google Atlanta Ramjack.
Spend time where it matters most this holiday season. Sell your home fast with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. It's Eric Erickson here. Don't worry about open houses and spending money on costly repairs. The guaranteed offer allows you to bypass the market, receive an all-cash offer, and close in as little as 21 days. Selling your home is one of the biggest financial decisions you will make. So who you work with matters. Trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. and close with confidence. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start backing.
I have got to say goodbye to chewing gum in my life. It's going to be very difficult.
Did you shed a tear?
Well, yes. Because as a broadcaster, you may have heard that I am considered a broadcaster. I use the gum. It kind of clears it all out, you know? It makes me feel fresh as I speak to the people in this here microphone. But for some reason, every cap that I've ever had in my life seems to be falling out of my head, out of my face. And so I have been told the days of gum are over, but now you may have noticed I still have it here. Now I lick the gum to get the gum effect.
Wow, delightful that must be.
Without chewing the gum. No, I don't lick it. I put it in my mouth, but I just I don't chew. I get the gum effect. You know what? I'm gum adjacent now.
You're gumming the gum.
I'm gumming the gum. The gum is for gums. That's the name for today's podcast name, Gumming the Gum. And I'm learning. I don't know what happened the last, I think, now tell me I'm crazy. Possibly I am. In the last 6 months, I finally started using those flossers that are they look like a little harp.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
they're so much easier than normal floss.
Yeah, but I think that because of the way they are, I dig deeper. I really dig in, and I think I'm putting these two things together.
You pulled them out.
But not right at that
Loosened
moment.
them up. No, you
This is how
loosened
bad. In my 4.5 hour adventure in the dentist chair on Friday, this is how ridiculous it was. Toward the end, a new problem cropped up because when you bite down on that stuff, that mold.
Yeah, they're trying to get the bite correct.
Yeah, right. But there's that mold that's like a plastic kind of thing, right? And it's sticky. We're almost at the very end. They pull the mold out. Another cap comes out with the mold. The dentist just laughing. No, she just temporarily put it back on. Obviously, there's a problem there, but we'll get to that next year.
Super glue.
A little temporary glue they use. So I have
Is it
to say,
painful to chew meat and stuff for you?
No. My problem has always been. What do you mean chew meat? I can still chew.
I mean, because you have so many caps that have fallen out. I mean, I should say not painful. Is it difficult to
What do you
eat? I'm
Oh
picturing.
no! When you don't have your caps in, that's a different kind of eating. That's why I'm having them replaced as fast as I can. That's why I'm on the dentist chair for 4.5 hours. Somehow convinced myself I'd still be able to make it to work and do a show at 3 in the afternoon. I don't know how that was. But I'm sad I wasn't here on Friday, but I'm glad I got it done because I have to go to Spain. I've never
You should
been
be
to
excited
Spain.
about this. You seem down about this.
Well, I didn't want to show up like some kind of Georgia hillbilly from America with no
Look how I do in Spain.
no teeth in my mouth. So
why ain't you speaking English?
I've given over to the Spain trip. I've given over. Who has a wedding in Spain during Christmas week? Not only do I have to fly over the ocean, 16 hours there and back, but it's during my Christmas break. I'm going to be dragged to Madrid for New Year's Eve, surrounded by people who hate Americans, I'm sure.
It's not going to be that bad. They don't hate us. Yeah,
But you notice I'm getting
more stylish shoes.
Not wearing sneaks.
Smart.
Because I always learned don't wear sneaks in Europe because that's how they spot an American.
Also, don't when you're standing, don't favor one leg. You need to stand on both your legs. Like Europeans stand on both legs with their legs straight.
Somewhat akimbo or just straight up?
No, just straight up and down. Where we tend to sort of put our weight on one leg and sort of bend the other.
Yeah,
that's an
But
American thing.
what if you're separated a little bit and you're kind of putting even weight on both, but there's a little gap?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I think you should just flex.
Oh, I don't mean straight up and down. I just mean straight legged.
Okay.
Hop on one foot.
Well, that's in Brussels, I think. It's one of the regulations they have there. You have to walk on one foot. Yeah,
I think you just
works for them, I guess. It's fine.
You just bring your normal Eric Von Hessler self and say, I'm American and I'm proud.
I'm not showing up with sneaks and a fanny pack. I'll end
Come
up
on with a big American flag T-shirt.
Some terrorists be trying to make some kind of, who knows, there's probably some separatist group, some Catalan people or something will roll me up in a carpet, put me in a cage. These are my fears.
Take you to Portugal.
Get me drunk.
Yeah.
Next thing I wake up with one kidney. I've heard of these stories. But I'm not going to be the loud American. I'm going to be the quiet American. Where are you from? Somewhere else.
Canada.
London.
Yeah, that's what I'll say. I'm from Canada.
Yeah.
I don't know. I assume that everybody in the world hates us. Maybe I'm wrong.
They don't. I was just in Paris in February. They were very nice to
Really?
nice to both Tina and myself.
French?
They were super nice to us. We did a whole trip last summer too, where we started up in Scotland and worked our way down to Paris. The people couldn't have been nicer.
Yeah, you're spending money. I guess that's the important
But
thing.
even then,
is to spend money.
we made friends with locals, went out and partied late into the night. Shocker, Tina and I partying late into the night. But we
Right.
were out at a couple of clubs
See,
and
that's
stuff.
where
till
you wake up
three,
all of it. You know, you
3,
get
4 in the morning,
drunk.
but we ended up making
You
friends.
wake up in somebody's basement.
He wasn't in Eastern
Hello.
Europe.
There's water dripping.
Wake up,
off the-
little one.
Do that in Slovenia.
You don't know where you are. So you've been human trafficked. Yeah,
you
we
were
got.
wonderful last night.
We've got
dear
a.
Gerard.
Yeah.
Welcome to the hostel.
We've got a ring of 60-year-olds that we human traffic. There's actually, you would find it hard to believe, but there's
a market.
There's a market for that.
I'm looking for somebody who complains a lot. Where can I find one? Preferably American. That's going to cost you.
I'm afraid of the world, man. The only place I've ever been is Edmonton, and Toronto, and Tijuana,
And Jamaica.
And, oh yeah, Jamaica. We went that one time. I was scared out of my mind. I made the mistake when we were in Jamaica in that fake world that wasn't real. I'm convinced.
Should I stay out of sandals or something like that?
Yeah,
Like a resort.
I am convinced that the insect sounds I was hearing from the trees was coming out of a speaker because I didn't get bit by anything once, and I'm hearing insects everywhere. It was like being on a movie set, and then I made the mistake of tuning in and hearing what was going on in the Capitol. And it was like, oh, my goodness, this is happening in this country. I mean, it was like war or something was going on in Kingston. Isn't that the capital?
Yeah, gang fights.
And so I actually, in my mind, I was like, okay, this is what we're going to do. If there's some sort of assault on the resort, my idea was get my wife, to hell with my friends, get my wife, we get on jet skis and we just go straight out until somebody comes out to,
Till you get to Cuba?
No. We just go out far enough that
Okay.
they can't get us.
Oh,
And then we
yeah.
just kind of wait there because at some point it'll be subdued.
That'd be same.
Those sandals people have a lot of money. So that Jamaica military would come in and take care of that.
Be same scenario for Spain, although the jet ski probably wouldn't get you that far.
No. I mean, I think that there was like necklacing going on or so. I tuned into this report. It was just like chaos in the Capitol. I'm like, oh. So I enjoyed that trip. Congratulations to Dawn Valdez of Conyers. Won 2 tickets to see B-52s this Saturday, December 14th at Atkins Ford Arena in Athens. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. Smiley Mark says 400 is good in Sandy Springs.
Not good. Not good at all.
Sorry,
It's
not good.
Terrible. That's okay, Eric. It is. I wish it was better on 400 northbound, leaving 285, working up to the North Springs MARTA station where Sandy Springs police have been working a crash. Now rolling into Roswell. Got a left lane crash, 400 northbound, just before Holcomb Ridge Road, exit 7. So Highway 9 is the way to go. Slow out of Chambly, Dorville, trying to get up into Norcross. Been battling the slow traffic and a stall center lane of 85 north before Jimmy Carter Boulevard, exit 99. 75 delays in northwest Atlanta, leaving Howell Mill Road and leaving the Kennesaw area, trying to head to Ackworth and Highway 92, exit 277. Keeping an eye on a travel advisory on I-20, Chinway, Coolray Courier Traffic Center.
That's right. We've got that travel advisory on the West Freeway, knocking out 2 right lanes on I-20 eastbound just before MLK, causing delays back to 285. Use Highway 78 Hollowell Parkway to avoid those delays. This report is sponsored by Adecco. When you think jobs, think Adecco. Visit Adecco.com. Looking for top talent for your business? Think Adecco. When you think jobs, think Adecco. Visit Adecco.com to find the perfect candidates for your business. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
The morning rush hour, evening rush hour, and everything in between.
Looking at those brake lights, 75, 85 northbound coming up from Langford.
Tune in 24/7 with the Triple Team Traffic Center.
We do have that stoppage either side as you merge north and south on the connector.
Your source for Atlanta's traffic. Brought to you by the Cool Ray Lifetime Parts and Labor Warranty.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? Well, that's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first on your timeline, no waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They'll handle repairs on your old home and make price-boosting upgrades at no upfront cost. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Ready to find out how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
This past year has been incredibly tough for me. Hey, it's Belinda. Last year, I lost my dad, and most recently, my mom passed away peacefully at home. Please bear with me. My heart is broken. But I'm so grateful Mom was able to remain in her home until the end, thanks to the outstanding caregivers. I just have to tell you about Four Seasons Home Care. Mom loved the caregivers who took such good care of her. Knowing she was in good hands allowed me to be there as her daughter without the stress of managing everything alone. And I was able to keep up with my own responsibilities as a wife and mom, knowing we had these angels who were there day and night, making sure that Mom had everything she needed and fulfilled her wish to stay at home where she was most comfortable. Hey, if your parents are aging, don't wait to get caregiving help. Call Four Seasons Home Care and start the conversation. It's a free call and it can make all the difference. Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta. That's Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta.
The biggest factor, I think, in choosing a company is their integrity. Are they going to warranty their work and stand behind their work?
Meteorologist Glenn Burns loves his Infinity from Marvin fiberglass windows from North Georgia Replacement Windows.
The product, of course, has to be good, but the folks standing behind that product have to be even better. This is the company that has the best products, the best service, the best installation.
Infinity from Marvin Replacement Windows, yeah!
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
When is the last time you paid less but got more in return? It happens every day if you or a loved one has Medicare Advantage. $0 copays and an average of $2,500 less out of pocket annually, but more benefits like dental, hearing, and vision. More prevention and screenings to keep people healthy. More care for less money. No wonder 33 million seniors choose Medicare Advantage. Visit MedicareAdvantageMajority.org to learn more. Paid for by Medicare Advantage Majority.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment, coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Kind of figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax, they know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Yeah, we got. I just had to realize for the first time, Kevin Kinney is always a part of our Christmas special in one way or another. But I just now, for the first time, actually let him know the date to find out if he's here so that he can join us for our Christmas special. The relationship goes back to when I was the Boswell for Kevin Kinney and Driving and Crying.
Well done.
While we were making that movie. Thank you.
Boswell.
That's a lot.
Boswell.
I was the best damn Boswell. Well, really, I wasn't, but I did all right. I was an amateur Boswell.
Boswell.
They put up with me.
You're a Boswell from Roswell.
I was the Boswell. That should be my boy. If this was like 1950s radio or early 1960s, I was a big boss jock.
Yeah.
Boswell from Roswell. Those days are gone. Remember when you could just lie to the people and they'd think you were great?
Yeah, well, they had no way to prove you weren't.
That's right. You just say anything that you were. Wolfman Jack was pretending that he was, I don't know, doing the show from God knows where.
The moon.
Guatemala. You don't even know who Wolfman Jack is.
I don't.
I'm Wolfman Jack,
How?
baby.
Did you have a radio studio named
and
after
roll.
you or something at your college? They didn't teach you who
He died
Wolfman
before he was
Jack.
born.
Doesn't matter.
Do you know who Alan Freed is?
I don't.
Oh, you know nothing about the history of radio.
How about Jim Bohannon? The history of radio. I just don't know this specific history.
No, what the history of what it? Haven't you ever seen American Graffiti?
I have not, unfortunately.
Oh.
Now that's on me. I
You
will
would
say,
know.
now American Graffiti.
You
is
like
a
Star
classic.
Wars?
I do.
Why wouldn't you check out the movie right before Star Wars that George Lucas made?
Well, Lucas,
What's
I'm
wrong with
mixed
you?
about.
Well, he doesn't make very many good movies, but he made two.
He went in and reworked it and put Jabba the Hutt in it.
Yeah,
He
I don't-
worked at
I don't
Arnold's.
like that.
He went back and put Star Wars stuff in American Graffiti.
There's a huge explosion at the end
Yeah.
when the big drag race happens. Yeah, he never went back and changed that one.
He did, actually.
He did?
Yeah, he updated some colors and stuff.
Oh, come on. Leave it alone, George.
He won't.
You got to move on. American Graffiti is a great movie.
I won't.
When
You know
Ron
what?
Howard got into a lightsaber fight with Terry
I
the
like-
Toad.
I like movies that happen in one night, and American Graffiti is like that. After Hours, Martin Scorsese movie that people don't talk about. One of my absolute favorites. It's just a guy gets locked out of his apartment in New York City, and he just spends all hours of the morning trying to get someplace comfortable, and everything goes wrong. And a great appearance by Cheech and Chong.
Oh, they're in it? I forgot that.
Very end.
Okay.
There's a few others. I just think, for some reason, I just love movies that everything just happens in one
Oh, do you like the
day.
Out-of-Towners? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. The
I love that
Out-of-Towners.
movie.
That's the same thing, though. That's one night, isn't it? They're basically the same thing. They're tourists, and they get locked out.
He's trying to go to a business, like a job interview.
Yeah.
And he can never get there, and it's Jack Lemmon. God,
But it's also, I think that their hotel reservation doesn't work out or something. They end up sleeping in Central Park, and it's
Yeah.
Jack Lemmon. All right, have you watched The Apartment, Jared Yamamoto?
I have not.
All right, new Christmas movie for you. This guy had not seen It's a Wonderful Life until he met me, and I forced him to
Oh,
watch
I
it.
love
Now
it
he
now.
loves it. The Apartment, Jack Lemmon, Shirley MacLaine. She may be the most beautiful thing that's ever walked the earth in this movie, at least according to me. Outside of Autumn, but Autumn's smarter and funnier.
Yes.
Smiling Mark says there's a crash on 85 in northeast Atlanta. Trying to roll toward Midtown out of Buckhead and Brookhaven. We see on the jam cam right center lane 85 south below 400. Well, it's not going to help you out if you're trying to get down to I-20 as 85 and the connectors southbounds all stacked up. So is I-75 in northwest Atlanta now leaving Moores Mill Road. Delays into downtown. Travel advisory West Freeway. 2 right lanes taken out with a crash I-20 eastbound MLK Junior Drive exit 53. Keeping up with the delays and trouble 285 Andrew Seco.
Stacking and packing through Panthersville. Crash still active in a right lane. 285 south on the outer loop. Right at I-20. That's exit 46. You were feeling it all the way back towards Memorial Drive in Scottsdale. Second worst seems to be in and around Spaghetti Junction where 85 meets 285. The inner loop especially having you on and off the brakes from Peachtree Boulevard all the way down to the Stone Mountain Freeway. Traffic brought to you by Publix. Let Publix make the holiday stress-free with the Publix holiday meals. Just heat and serve for a traditional feast. Advanced ordering required. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
So you're losing your hair and you need a simple solution that works, but you want the best. It's Mark Aram here. Modern technology, top-rated physicians. You want something that's guaranteed to work. Guys, you need Advanced Hair. Advanced Hair's completely redefined hair restoration, from the experience itself to the unmatched results they produce. Receding hairline, bald spot, thinning hair, address them all with a simple one-day treatment in a calm, relaxed environment with experienced pros. Advanced Hair has performed tens of thousands of breakthrough advanced FUE treatments, and get this, your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day. No one else in Atlanta can offer the advanced FUE found at Advanced Hair. Fix your hair loss today, starting with your free consultation, and you'll also get $500 off if you move forward. Call 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with a team that's redefined hair restoration. And don't forget to ask about that Advanced Hair Guarantee, 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
You wouldn't know it, but most financial advisors are put in a box. I'm Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I want to provide you a little insight about financial advisors. Most financial advisors have to sell what their company requires them to sell, and many advisors have to only adhere to what's called a suitability standard. A suitability standard is a limited standard of care, not requiring what's sold to be best, just suitable. Advisors with this loose standard often have limited investment and product selection. Trajan Wealth is held to a fiduciary standard, which is the highest standard of care in the advisory business. And that's just one of the many reasons we have billions of dollars under our care and attract clients from other advisors. Raise your standards today and call Trajan Wealth. Call 678-888-3300. That's 678-888-3300.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Spend time where it matters most this holiday season. Sell your home fast with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. It's Eric Erickson here. Don't worry about open houses and spending money on costly repairs. The guaranteed offer allows you to bypass the market, receive an all-cash offer, and close in as little as 21 days. Selling your home is one of the biggest financial decisions you will make. So who you work with matters. Trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. and close with confidence. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start backing.
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Dave Baker here. So you're leaving for work, but the garage door won't open. Is it the opener? Is the spring broken? Now you're late and your car is trapped. Don't panic. Overhead Door Company of Atlanta is here with same-day emergency service. They won't leave you stuck. Overhead Door Company of Atlanta is the original red ribbon garage door company trusted in Atlanta since 1935. Call 404-USA-DOOR or schedule online at overheaddooratlanta.com.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio, news sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top local story, new images of police shooting and killing a family dog that sparked controversy in Cobb County. Police releasing body cam footage today.
The release comes after outrage against the police action has been growing.
I will tell you this is tense and unpleasant for everybody.
Police Chief Stuart Van Hooser says the officers who were responding to a hang-up 911 call in the area had to make a split-second decision when the dog ran at them.
There is a lot that goes into it in an officer's mind that we cannot relate to because we are not there.
There is an ongoing internal investigation underway. Van Hooser says both officers remain at work on their normal duties. At Cobb Police Headquarters, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
61 degrees in Atlanta, a rainy couple of days before the cold returns.
Waking up Thursday morning in the 30s, and the wind will be gusting as high as 40 miles per hour.
Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. A break today in the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, a man arrested in Pennsylvania. Could be the man New York police have been looking for.
It was someone at a McDonald's in the middle of Pennsylvania who saw something and said something after photos had been circulating online over the last 6 days of the man police say killed United Healthcare's CEO. Someone in that fast food restaurant recognized him and called police. NYPD Chief of Detectives Joseph Kenny.
In Altoona, Pennsylvania, he's going to be facing gun charges there. And at some point, we'll work out through extradition to bring him back to New York to face charges here, working with the Manhattan District Attorney's Office.
That person of interest is 26-year-old Luigi Mangione. Matt Piper, CBS News.
We've learned the names of the 5 people killed in a suspected murder-suicide in DeKalb County over the weekend. The DeKalb medical examiner identifies them as 1-year-old Jontavius Powell, 5-year-old Jadora Powell, 43-year-old Molian Johnson, and 25-year-old Kalen Samuel. The suspected shooter is 42-year-old Jonathan Darden, who took his own life. Police believe the shooting at an apartment complex on Vineyard Walk was domestic-related. The Marine veteran who put an agitated man in a chokehold on a New York City subway is found not guilty of a homicide charge today. CBS's Thane Rosenbaum reports Daniel Penny was charged in the death of Jordan Neely in 2023.
In some ways, the acquittal on the criminally negligent homicide charge is a surprise. Some, if not just one member of the jury, obviously felt that there was evidence to support a second-degree manslaughter conviction. That very same juror or jurors might have been inclined to convict Daniel Penny of the lesser charge, but it doesn't seem that the jury deliberated very long before reaching a verdict.
Penny's lawyers say he was protecting himself and other subway passengers. Improvements are on the way for some Georgia roads as the Department of Transportation awards millions in construction contracts.
Georgia DOT awards 23 contracts in all, the largest single investment going towards bridge construction. There will also be rehabilitation of bridges, including in Fulton and Douglas counties. More than $33 million is allocated for resurfacing projects. In the metro area, that includes more than 9,500 miles on State Route 20 in Gwinnett and Walton counties. The state also funding safety improvements, including the widening of State Route 101 for turn lanes at Rockmart Road and Old Draketown Trail in Carroll County. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Georgia announces today quarterback Carson Beck is dealing with an elbow injury in his throwing arm and is seeking treatment options. There is no timetable for his return. Backup gunner Stockton led the Dogs to a win in the SEC championship game after Beck's injury, but Coach Kirby Smart says Stockton hasn't had a lot of playing time.
Experience is so valuable, and you can't really get experience in this amount of time.
Georgia also announces punter Brett Thorson is out for the season due to a knee injury in his non-kicking leg. Georgia meets the winner of Notre Dame, Indiana, New Year's night in the Sugar Bowl. It is 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, triple team traffic, and here is smiling Mark McKay.
Miserable ride to the northern suburbs for so many, Bill, including those trying to get out of Sandy Springs toward Roswell and Alpharetta. Been dealing with an earlier crash on 400 northbound near the North Springs MARTA station. Get into Roswell. Left lane's been knocked out with a crash 400 north before Holcomb Bridge Road exit 7. Use Highway 9 to give you relief. There's a little bit of relief through Marietta on I-75, wet pavement delays, and even some fog mixing in near the Lake Allatoona area. I-75 is stacked up, leaving Kennesaw State University trying to get past exit 277. That's Highway 92. Let's get you into Gwinnett County with Albert Chinway, Coolray Carrier Traffic Center.
Well, we've got a bad flow from 285 into Norcross. That stall has cleared on 85 northbound at Jimmy Carter, but we're still seeing delays rolling into Gwinnett. In fact, 316 eastbound is slow, leaving I-85 into Swanee at Sugarloaf Parkway. Triple team traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official heating of winter. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Cloudy this evening with some areas of fog, drizzle, and even some heavier downpours through the overnight hours. Lows tonight in the upper 50s. Tomorrow, watching for off and on heavy rain showers and a few thunderstorms possible. High 66. A cold front sweeps the rain out of the metro region on Wednesday, but colder air surging in. The warmest time of the day will actually be in the morning with temperatures in the 60s, then dropping into the 40s by the ride home and into the 30s by Thursday morning. Thursday afternoon, mostly sunny and cold. High 46. Friday, partly cloudy. High 52.
Right now, Storm Tracker radar shows scattered showers around the metro area. 56 in Sandy Springs, 62 in Fairburn, and 54 in Canton. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 4 begins right now.
Of what show?
The Von Hessler Doctrine.
Oh, okay.
You can tell I'm a little down. You know, it's just, it's over. The Eras Tour is over. The era
Why do you have to remind us?
of the Eras Tour is over. And
these 2 years have been really fun.
Can you believe? Yes.
Guys.
You know, it was a big deal that it's all over, and now it's over. And then
No, it's such a bummer.
Yeah. What did she say?
Golly, I wish that I wouldn't have to stop touring.
Yeah. You played for I think she said 10 million people.
It's pretty impressive. This is what she said when she wrapped up in Vancouver this weekend.
You know, we have toured the entire world with this tour. We have had so many adventures. It has been the most exciting, powerful, electrifying, intense, most challenging thing I've ever done in my entire life. We've got to perform for over 10 million people on this tour.
Now, can I call a little BS on that? It's like with clicks, you know. How many are uniques? A lot of these people she was performing for, you know, they went to see 3, 4, 5 shows.
I have a friend that went to 3.
Yeah, I think it was only like 8 million. Not very impressive. Let's do this.
Golly. You're right.
Stop lying,
Gosh,
Taylor.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, some of them are the same. So come on, check yourself.
But still, that's a lot of people.
It is. It is.
Wow.
Yeah.
And just to see me. I mean,
yeah.
whoa.
Yeah. You're really, you know, you're a billionaire. Are you aware of that?
What?
Yeah.
It's too much.
Oh my gosh. A billionaire?
Yeah, you have a
like,
billion.
What does that even mean?
It means that you could buy anything you want.
What?
Yeah.
I can?
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't want anything.
You know what? I don't want Taylor Swift. I don't
What?
want Greg Russ to be angry because we're not getting to him. So we
No,
should.
that's not nice.
No.
He doesn't like to be angry.
No, he doesn't, Taylor Swift.
No,
So
let's not do it.
Let's do
He's a misanthrope. He has a dark heart, and he needs a good psychiatrist. It's Greg Russ with stories from Studio B1.
Monday edition.
See what I did there, Greg Russ?
Yeah, thank you. I was sitting here saying the whole time, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this.
You're just waiting for me to say those magic words.
Well, you say you had said it.
Uh-huh.
And then Taylor started jumping in.
Well,
So I was
well
just-
Taylor's excited.
I am so sorry,
she's
Greg.
tired.
I've been to New York a lot, and I think it's a really cool place.
To receive this from your golden pop hands.
Whoa.
I think your Taylor Swift is my favorite thing in the world. It's just so wonderful.
She can watch
and
all of
nice.
Travi's games now. This is
Yeah,
great.
yeah, you know,
Oh my
Greg.
gosh, I love him. That's my boyfriend.
I know, we know that. Greg.
Wow.
People are getting tired of the Kelce brothers.
Oh, there's a little too much. A little too much.
The other one was driving that Eagles helmet golf cart around Philadelphia, and he flipped it.
Was he drunk?
He's
Jason?
always,
Jason?
He's always drunk these days.
Yeah, well, you know, he's you know, this is a weird thing for athletes. And Jason Kelce, I think, is probably going to the Hall of Fame.
Yes,
Right?
definitely.
He's one of the best centers ever,
Definitely.
right?
Yeah, he's first
okay.
ballot.
So this is the weird thing about athletes. They bust their ass from the time they're like 8, 9, 10 years old. They have one singular goal. And then they make the ones who make it happen. They make millions and millions and millions of dollars. And then when they're like 34, their career is over. Or however old Jason Kelce is. It usually happens in their 30s. That's a lot of life left. And you really don't know how to do it.
I agree with that,
Yeah.
but do it in private, like Brett Favre did.
Yeah.
You need to do it in
Scam people
public,
in private.
Yeah, well,
like Kelce is.
Brett Favre also got a little public with his. This is
Yes,
before he
did.
retired.
Showing off his junk.
Yeah.
Ended up having to do
Hey.
endorsements for copper socks.
I know. If he had not sent that you-know-what pic to that sideline reporter when he was a New York Jet, yeah, Brett Favre would be doing commercials like way up, like Tiger Woods used to before he got in trouble. Like he would be doing Buick commercials. Instead, it's like
dudes
copper fit. I don't know. I you know what? Honestly, I don't know. You're Brett Favre. First of all,
That's probably it. I'm Brett Favre. That's what he tells himself.
I
People
saw
want this.
The picture was everywhere. I saw it. It wasn't very impressive.
Ooh, I'm
I
gonna look
thought
it up.
I thought less of Brett Favre after seeing the picture that he sent. It's like,
That was
dude.
supposed to be private.
Oh, okay, I'm wrong. Is that
better-
what you're saying?
was he better
I'm
than
wrong.
Wiener?
I never saw the Anthony. Is that out there too? The Anthony. I never saw
The
his.
guy that ran for mayor.
No, I know, but I never saw what he sent.
yeah.
I never saw that. But
In general, I don't even know if he's sending it thinking it's impressive. Dudes seem to send these thinking that they're. They send them seeming. Hold on. They seem to think that women are going to be attracted to it the same way a guy would be attracted to
right
receiving a naked photo.
to a lady's parts.
No,
yeah.
that's what I've always said. Like you should like send me the equivalent of a D pic by doing something for me, like hanging up my curtain rod.
Right.
You know?
Washing the dishes.
Cleaning getting a spider out of my room.
There you go. Now that would get you going.
Go get
Yeah,
it
I'd be like,
yourself.
ooh.
Send a picture of your soft hands.
No,
And
not
you're
soft hands.
Oh, yeah, I know. You like manly men. I know that.
I like
You're-
cooking
you like
dinner.
She likes the Tom Selleck type.
What do you
I
think of
keep
my
a
man?
collection.
Tom Selleck. Oh my
I-
God, those hot pictures of Tom Selleck from the 70s.
Yeah, that'd be
Those
70s
are
and
good.
80s.
So is Shawn Michaels when he was in Playgirl. Those were some good pictures.
Shawn Michaels,
The
is he a
wrestler?
wrestler?
Yeah, the Heartbreak Kid.
I wasn't familiar with wrestling from that
I
time.
think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy.
Yeah.
That's
Autumn.
opening to his entrance theme.
Check out those outfits he wore. He bought them at a bondage shop.
Autumn, so what's your first, I think I know what your first reaction to Brett Favre's pick.
6 and short.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Is that supposed to be like a football kind of thing?
So it's supposed to be like 4th and inches.
Yes.
Okay,
that's
well,
funnier.
what's sixth? What's sixth in football? I don't.
I don't know.
Sixth overtime.
He's on the 6-yard line.
I know we're supposed to play situational football. What situation is the sixth? And
It's
and
Mahomes.
short.
He gets 2 extra downs. Yes.
All right,
It's
you
like
know
the
what?
2-minute drill.
You know what, Greg Russ? I
That's
happen
me.
to know that there are some good stories in your folder today. So I would like to get to some of them, if you don't mind.
You laugh. Well, I heard the laugh at the 2-minute drill. I'll have people know that the average is like 3.5 minutes.
Thanks
Well,
for defending.
You said
No, that's true. It's all the stuff around it.
Yeah.
The act doesn't have to be
Yeah.
like nobody wants 30 minutes.
90 minutes or more, as the commercials promise. Who
yeah,
wants
but
that?
most of that is just like lovey-dovey stuff.
Yeah.
What is lovey-dovey stuff?
I don't know.
Come into my office. I'll show you.
Yeah.
Dr.
Take off your pants, let me
Kumfachi.
see.
I'm a Dr. Kumfachi. Come on in. I'll tell you what you're going to do.
You'll get results right here in the office. Do
That's
I really
right.
want that? Can I bring my wife?
No. We have many nurses.
Dr. Kumfachi.
Check our OnlyFans.
I'm ready, doctor.
Okay, give it a shot.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
In a good way, I hope. In a good way.
No, not really.
That's a lot.
So as I was saying, Greg, I believe that there are some good stories. I'd hate to not get to some of these stories because I think some
This
of them are
is-
very good.
This is somewhat on topic. A Florida teacher was found naked in a classroom alone. Let me put that out there. He was alone. This was over the Thanksgiving holiday with a slew of disturbing items, including sex toys, marijuana, women's underwear, some food, and a laptop.
So this
At least
guy
he wasn't hungry.
This
Gotta keep his
guy,
energy up.
yeah, this
Busy
guy,
night ahead of him.
he was like he was a teacher there.
He was a teacher who was homeless.
And he was homeless. And so, like, he would live out in cars and stuff. So then he decided, well, everybody's going to be gone over Thanksgiving. So I'll just break into the school and I'll live there. And then he had a big old sex night by himself and he had no clothes on. And then he got in a fight. Didn't he get in a fight with the cops while nude?
So the cop showed up. He was nude. He claims that he put his hands in the air and identified himself, but the cop still charged at him. So then he ended up punching the cop in the face, and there was a tussle after
At
that.
the end of the article, the cop is like, hey, you know what? It's I guess it comes with the territory. I've never had to fight a naked man before, but now I have. But now the school's in trouble because, they all pretend, because, these people are in charge of your children, to have these great background checks. You don't even know that one of your teachers is homeless. So how good is the background check?
Actually, I think it's probably not as uncommon as you think. I remember a teacher in
How do you shower? Like, how do you go to
the
work?
gym? Yeah, use the gym, especially
Oh.
high
Go to the
school.
gym. Yeah.
I had a teacher that in one part of my schooling, I will not say which part because I don't want to out them, but
yeah.
because they had a long commute to come in, they would often stay overnight. And I remember going into the office and you would notice like that there was a cot in the background. And I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
but I
they
mean,
definitely spent the night there.
Yeah, I just think, that guy's dedicated to his job. Until you see the sex toys. Then there's dedication.
That's when you know it's getting
Yeah,
real.
there's dedication there too.
There's dedication, but
The women's underwear.
if you're a parent, do you ever send your kid back to the I guess they
got rid of the bad
they'll never make that mistake
Mr.
again.
Richardson will take care of you.
That's right. Smata Mark says there's a red alert on 75 leaving Merida.
Heading down toward the Truist Park region and eventually into northwest Atlanta. Can't get any further than Cumberland Boulevard. Traffic troopers tipped us off to this crash we see on the jam cam. All lanes being held. I-75 southbound Cumberland Boulevard, exit 258. Cobb Parkway turns into Northside Parkway. You can take that down to West Paces Ferry to get back on I-75 southbound. There will be delays heading to northwest Atlanta on I-75 around Northside Drive. The northbound ride through Marietta is improving until you leave Kennesaw. Rugged from the Wade Green Chastain Road area up to Highway 92. 85, the worst of it's going to be between 285 Jimmy Carter Boulevard, exit 99. Rough go of it this evening on 400. Andrew Seco, Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center.
Rough go indeed. Right now looking at trouble in a left lane forward to northbound as you get to Holcomb Bridge Road, exit 7. Those delays stretching you all the way back to 285. Avoid the area and use Highway 9 to dodge those delays. This report sponsored by Georgia United Credit Union. Their members are at the center of everything they do. Their products and service are simple, straightforward, and personalized to their members' needs. Georgia United Credit Union, join them. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Tune in to Atlanta's Morning News.
Affected homes should boil their water for now.
All your latest news.
Vice President's visits generating some social media buzz.
Weather and traffic.
We will update you on the traffic impact as the VP arrives.
Tomorrow starting at 5.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Hurry! It's our last chance to donate for 2024.
Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, could be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Go to carsforkids.org today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
If the holiday hustle and bustle turns into hassle and burden because you've been hurt in a wreck, you need the strong arm to protect you and battle the insurance companies. Hey, it's Smiley Mark McKay. With my friends at John Foy & Associates, there's zero cost until they win your case. JohnFoy.com.
Men, if you're suffering from ED or PE, Priority Men's Medical Center will get your love life back in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your love life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To regain your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Count on Steel for Christmas cleanup made easy with the SEA20 battery-powered handheld vacuum. Now just $99.99. Visit your local Steel dealer today or shop online at steelusa.com. Valid offer for a limited time, only at participating dealers while supplies last.
The Jingle Man will be coming soon. You better brush.
All right, Greg Rush, you're up there in New York City.
Greg Rush.
Correct.
I got new teeth. You got to give me a break.
Correct. Oh, you sound like Chris Collinsworth now.
That's
there he
just
is.
Josh being Josh.
That's just Greg Rush being Greg Rush.
Yeah, I'm getting to that age now where the teeth are going to start affecting my broadcast. I should just quit. I should just quit right now.
Nah,
I don't want to be on the air.
People
like-
around you need you.
Yeah, I know. That's the whole thing. I do this for others.
You're so giving.
I am. I'm a giving person. You guys know I'm a
We're
billionaire.
thankful for
I could,
you.
I could quit tomorrow. No trouble at all. But it's you guys. It's Autumn I worry about. She could end up out on the streets. My goodness.
Living
I'd
in the
feel
school,
terrible.
breaking into her
her
kids' school.
Yeah, they're gonna find me in the school.
She already
naked with men's
wearing
underwear.
men's underwear.
So you're in New York City, the big time up there. People talking about what is it, Juan Soto? I cannot believe Major League Baseball. Is that his name, Juan Soto?
That's correct.
Yes.
That's how little people actually watch baseball. I know he was on the Yankees this year, and now he's going to the Mets for how much? $765 million, a 15-year contract, which he'll be in his 40s then. So
He can opt out in 2029 if the Mets aren't competitive.
All right. Okay. Well, it's all seems
Do they have to pay him?
But
only until that point of the contract. But it's his. They gave him all the power.
if he
to-
wanted to opt out, then he would know that someplace else would pay him more at that point. So
That's right.
it's
It's
a
a very-
friendly thing. But
It's a very Mets contract. It feels just like the Bobby Bonilla in a way. They signed these players even a few years ago when they got Verlander and what's his name, the other big pitcher who
Scherzer.
passed their prime. Yeah, they overpaid them, and then last year they were paying their salaries. They were playing on different teams. Mets
well,
are-
that's I mean, the Bills are
mess.
paying Stephon Diggs not only not to play for them, but not to play for the Texans because he's hurt. So he's getting $30 million for that. But this is interesting to me because I think everybody that doesn't love Major League Baseball would have to admit that it's not going very well. They're not getting new fans. And it seems to be a sport that's in trouble. So it's really, I mean, the NBA is rivaling it now, but isn't the NBA do better than Major League Baseball? So I think Major League Baseball, out of the pro sports, is having the hardest time finding new fans. Yet, so they have less people watching them, but they pay people $700 million to play. So it's just like a billionaire's game. Like, do they not care if people are watching?
I think in terms
Why
of
don't they have a
viewership,
cap? Why don't they try to do it the Look at the
Because
NFL.
the players are never going to pass a cap. That's never going to get through. They'll go on strike before that happens.
But
because
don't they
want
want to be
contracts
popular?
Like the players don't care necessarily.
Right.
If you're going to pay someone $765 million, do they care if?
But that's for
you've
one
got-
player. What the NFL does is they make everybody rich by having parity, so that every team has fans, and every team, just about every team at the beginning of the year, thinks that they see some path to having a good year because there's a cap, and so you can't just go out and buy up the best players.
it would be nice if they did that. By the way, baseball is still the second most watched sports league in
That's
the U.S.
because they have 100 and some odd. That's not
True. When you break it down like that, yes. But
And
the
most
NBA,
and most of that viewership, I would imagine, is with like 10 teams.
and where the NBA has really taken advantage of baseball and jumped them is in the gambling arena. There's
Right.
a lot more gambling.
Gambling's
over
helped
there.
all the sports.
And the secondary, like the snackable videos that you get
Yeah.
of games, that's a lot easier for NBA
But the
to
NBA
find success.
stinks.
Baseball, yeah, it does. Did you watch that video I sent?
Yes, I did. Yeah, no, it just stinks. It's
Two and a
just-
half minutes of missed shots between the Lakers and Suns.
It's just 3-pointers. That's the whole game. It is boring. It's as hell.
I watched the end of the
And
Friday
then the
night.
last 2 minutes of the game, the last 2 minutes of every game, it's replay. The last 2 minutes takes 20 minutes.
It can take forever, but I will say that there was an exception to that, and that was the Hawks game against the Lakers on Friday night at State Farm. That was it went to overtime,
right?
And it went down to the wire. It was a
How
2-point
many-
game. Lots of inside the paint shots. Wasn't all 3-pointers. Both teams were. One was fighting to keep a win streak alive. The other one was trying to end their losing streak. It actually was competitive. and
Did
fun.
LeBron bring his walker, or was he able to?
He
stand on
did. He
his
did
own?
miss the potential game-winning shot. In
He had
overtime.
a fine season last year, right?
Yeah.
I know that he's older at this point, but
He's
it really
40?
seemed like it was from last season to this season. It's gone.
You're going to fall off a cliff, but my understanding is actually he's still putting up like 20 points a night or something. He's not, but he's not going to be that guy in the clutch that can get it done.
Yeah, like I mean, at the end of the
He's serving some airmail out there
the
every
end
once
of
in
the,
a
at
while.
the end of the Friday game with the Hawks, he dropped 41 points, and at the end, it was a bit of an unnecessary three. I think he just wanted to get the game over with,
Right.
Because he probably had Anthony Davis open.
So he
underneath.
dropped 41 points.
That's still 41. That's not bad for 40.
That's more than not bad. That's anybody who drops 41 in a game. So
It's against the Hawks.
But I guess the thing
I
about
could score
yeah.
6 points at least I think, against the Hawks.
I think the thing against the Lakers, this is not a sports show, by the way, is they just they don't play any defense, do they? That's their problem, right? So they're always in these, even when they're shooting well. LeBron cannot keep up with. You can't tell me that 40-year-old body is going down and defending 5 years ago.
Because streaks were on the line in that game. Both
And who
teams
won
were
that
playing
game?
good. We did. We won by 2.
When you
Which
say
wa-
we, what do you mean?
The Hawks.
Oh,
of
the
course.
Hawks.
Yeah,
Are they still in Atlanta?
We sure are.
Okay, that's good to know.
But the
as
winning
long
streak,
as they're still here, I'm glad they won.
But the winning streak sadly came to an end at 6. So it ended yesterday.
Oh well. You start a new. You just
we
started
started
a new one.
That's right.
Right.
Come on, we're gonna find a new way.
NBA glass half full. Smart and Mark has better news on 75 near Truist Park.
Those lanes opened up. We had a red alert, Eric. I-75 southbound just below 285, so much better ride in the northwest Atlanta out of Marietta. Heading to the airport, bad news in East Point. JamCam shows just a left lane getting by a crash. I-85 southbound Cleveland Avenue, exit 76. You can continue south on I-75 or use Metropolitan Parkway in the area. Still following that brake light battle into Midtown Atlanta. Chinway.
7585 northbound on the brakes around Freedom Parkway, but actually not looking too bad around this time. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Welcome to the Financial Symphony High Note of the Week. Here's your host and founder of the Lloyd Advisory Group, Mark Lloyd.
Especially during an election year, you'll tend to see a little bit more volatility, and it never fails. People start to get nervous. And right before an election, people are really nervous, like, where should my money be, because of worried about what's going to happen if their candidate is not elected on both sides of the aisle. Both sides of the aisle, not one way or the other. It's both sides of the aisle. So let me just be the voice of reason here.
Yes, please.
It does. Hey, I can show you statistics when one party was in office of what the market did. I can show you statistics on when the other party was in the market and what it did. And here's the bottom line. The market is very flexible. It adjusts. You just change the investment strategy to match what is the agenda of the people in office. And we can make money on either side. But what we can't do is that if you're not in it, you can't win it.
The phone number is 770-766-5611. That's 770-766-5611. Call today to get your retirement started on a high note. 770-766-5611.
Lloyd Advisory Services, LLC, Lloyd Advisory Group, a federally registered investment advisor under the Investment Advisors Act of 1940. Registration as an investment advisor does not imply a certain level of skill or training. Insurance products and services are offered through the Lloyd Advisory Group. Lloyd Advisory Services, LLC, and the Lloyd Advisory Group are affiliated but separate entities. The oral and written communications of an advisor provide you with information about which you determine to hire or retain an advisor. Lloyd Advisory Group, Form ADV Part 2A and 2B, can be obtained by visiting advisorinfo.sec.gov and search for our firm name. Neither the information nor any opinion expressed is to be construed as solicitation to buy or sell a security of personalized investment, tax, or legal advice.
The biggest mistake a homeowner can make when doing an addition or home renovation is they go right to a builder or contractor. This is a reasonable mistake to make. But why? Because you need a plan. You need architectural documents to convey your ideas to a builder. Hi, I'm Richard Taylor, Chief Architect with Sketchhouse. Let's get those marvelous ideas out of your head and onto paper, and now the power is in your hands. Builders will clear their calendars for you if you have architectural drawings in hand. Visit sketchhouse.com, sketch.com, and let's get started.
Spend time where it matters most this holiday season and sell your home fast with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. The guaranteed offer allows you to bypass the market, receive an all-cash offer, and close in as little as 21 days. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer and start packing.
Shane Company is your go-to destination for high-quality fine jewelry gifts. Come find beautiful gifts at competitive prices, from dream engagement rings to tennis bracelets, engravable charms, and more. All in stock and ready to give. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Get the WSB radio app.
This story is breaking right now.
Get notifications from your source for news.
If you have the WSB radio app, then you saw the breaking news.
Get the WSB radio app.
Don't miss a thing with the WSB app.
Download it from the App Store today.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio, news sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top story, it's happening now. The suspect arrested in connection with the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in New York is in court in Pennsylvania. New York Mayor Eric Adams says the person in custody matches the description of the man they are looking for.
We have a strong person of interest in the shooting that shook our city.
CBS's Matt Piper reports on the person taken into custody after a McDonald's employee alerted authorities.
In the months leading up to Luigi Mangione's arrest, posts tagging his account on the social media platform X indicate his friends may have been trying to contact him. A post from July read, "I don't know if you are okay or just in a super isolated place and have no service, but I haven't heard from you in months." The 26-year-old was valedictorian of his private high school in Baltimore, got bachelor's and master's degrees from the University of Pennsylvania, and worked as a counselor for a program at Stanford.
Again, Mangione in court in Pennsylvania this hour. Police say Mangione had numerous fake IDs. It is 61 degrees in Atlanta. We start the week soggy before it turns cold again. Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. New body cam footage is released today after Cobb police officers shoot and kill a family dog at a home in Powder Springs. Police Chief Stuart Van Hooser says he understands the community feelings.
First of all, we love our community, we love our officers, and this is a tense time for both.
He says both officers remain on duty while the department is conducting a full internal investigation into what happened. All new this half hour, Georgia Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene is the target of a hoax bomb threat that originated from an IP address in Russia. Rome police responded to her home, where officers determined there was no active threat. Rome police have notified federal authorities, including the FBI. The Marine veteran accused in the chokehold death of a man on a New York City subway is found not guilty today, but reporter Dave Packer says the legal fight may not be over.
Daniel Penny claimed he choked Jordan Neely out of self-defense, acquitted on a negligent homicide charge after a deadlocked jury led to the more serious manslaughter charge being dropped. Neely family attorney Dante Mills says the fight will go on in civil court.
The family's hurt.
I promised this family that we would get justice. We're still going to do that. We're going to move forward with our suit.
The city's medical examiner concluding Penny's chokehold killed Neely. The defense argued Neely died from a genetic condition and the synthetic marijuana found in his system.
A teen mother is indicted on numerous charges in Cobb County in the death of her newborn baby. 17-year-old Leticia Rodriguez is charged with murder. She's accused of trying to bury the baby boy at a home in Marietta hours after giving birth at home last month. Officers responded after a family member saw her digging a hole in the backyard. The Fulton County Sheriff's Office issues a formal response to a scathing report from the Justice Department about conditions at the county jail.
The response says the DOJ's report underscores the deep challenges facing the correctional system, and the Fulton County Sheriff's Office agrees these are challenges that are decades in the making. It also notes the deteriorating condition of the current jail is making matters worse. The statement goes on to say the Sheriff's Office is already working to address the problems and takes the recommendations very seriously. County commissioners scrapped a plan to build a new jail. Instead, they'll spend a fraction of the cost to renovate the current jail. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
At the state capitol today, sounds of the holiday season, the Georgia State University Choir joining Governor Kemp and his family for the lighting of the state Christmas tree. Among the guests, WSB consumer expert Clark Howard, who's there to highlight Clark's Christmas Kids.
We still have 14,000 gifts to go, and we got to get it done between now and next Tuesday.
And you can donate to Clark's Christmas Kids at WSBRadio.com. It is 6:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather.
Delays leaving downtown heading to the airport. Travel advisory. A couple of right lanes lost. I-85 southbound Cleveland Avenue exit 76. Got to catch a flight from the domestic terminal. You can use Metropolitan Parkway or just continue south out of downtown and take I-75. Trying to get into the city out of Buckhead. Still rugged. 400 southbound Sidney Marcus Boulevard. You're on the brakes pretty hard, leaving 17th Street down to I-20. I-20 inbound delays through the work zone. I-20 westbound stacking up past Panola Road. Looks like a right lane crash past Wesley Chapel, exit 68. Taking a look at 285, Andrew Seco, Coolray Carrier Traffic Center.
Delays still making it tough through Panthersville. The right lane crash just will not go away. 285 south on the inner loop at I-20. That's exit 46. Putting the pinch on your right through Scottsdale. Elsewhere, crash just cleared. Heading out of Sandy Springs, we're still seeing heavy brake lights on the outer loop, 285 westbound. Once you pass Ashford Dunwoody Road, that's exit 29, you were slowing going all the way down towards New Northside Drive. That is exit 22. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now, Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Cloudy this evening with some areas of fog, drizzle, and even some heavier downpours through the overnight hours. Lows tonight in the upper 50s. Tomorrow, watching for off and on heavy rain showers and a few thunderstorms possible. High 66. A cold front sweeps the rain out of the metro region on Wednesday, but colder air surging in. The warmest time of the day will actually be in the morning with temperatures in the 60s, then dropping into the 40s by the ride home and into the 30s by Thursday morning. Thursday afternoon, mostly sunny and cold, high 46. Friday, partly cloudy, high 52.
Scattered showers on Storm Tracker radar, 61 in Midtown Atlanta, 56 in Dunwoody, 63 in Noonan. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
When we came up with the idea for Clark's Christmas Kids, I told myself I wanted us to help every child in foster care in Georgia, but I need your help to do it. Help make the wishes of kids in foster care across Georgia come true. To find out how you can donate, visit WSBRadio.com.
A special thanks to our friends at Scana Energy, Ronco's European Garage, and Finley Roofing for their continued support of Clark's Christmas Kids.
This time of year, we all dream of being home for the holidays, but for many families in our community, that dream is out of reach. Hi, I'm Stacey Ellis, Vice President of the Jim Ellis Automotive Group. This holiday season, we're proud to partner with Habitat for Humanity of Georgia to help turn dreams of home ownership into reality. We believe that every family deserves a safe, stable place to call home, and together, we can help make that happen. Purchase any new or pre-owned vehicle from our 21 dealership network between now and December 31st, and Jim Ellis Automotive will gladly make a donation to Habitat for Humanity of Georgia. Whether you're buying a car, truck, or SUV, your purchase will help build homes, communities, and hope for deserving families. Imagine the joy of a family walking through the door of their brand new home for the first time. To learn more, visit JimEllis.com, where you can shop and compare more than 5,000 vehicles. Start or complete your entire purchase online and use the Jim Ellis Expressway to create a quick, easy, and convenient car buying experience. Jim Ellis Automotive, where you can always expect the best. And from our family to yours, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Looking for last-minute gifts?
Shane Company can help, even if you're still planning to propose. We have a wide selection of hand-picked diamonds and colorful gemstones in stock for dream engagement rings. Come discover fine jewelry gifts in every price range, curated by our in-house design team and crafted with care to our high-quality standards. At Shane Company, we'll protect your gifts with our unmatched free lifetime warranty. Visit shaneco.com to find your store's extended hours and the...
I think you'll be proud of me because I'm
always proud.
I received my certificate of completion. It says here, this certifies that Eric Von Hessler, that's me, has completed the required compliance training after it was initially due. Presented this December 9th, 2024, as opposed to December 6th, 2024, like everyone else. And it's Ken Charles, boss man. And it was due on Friday.
Framed?
It's framed.
Yep.
It's going to be on the wall.
Did you use your dentist visit as an excuse?
Well, no, that's what happened. I finished it. First of all, it was due on Friday, so on Thursday,
I'm done it okay.
On Thursday, I was like, well, I better do
Did you
this.
have 6 months to do it?
Yeah, I don't know, so a few months. What are you, my boss?
We had
No,
1 month.
I thought I was telling my friend a story here.
We had, I think, 2 months.
Okay.
No, I put mine off to the last minute too. But
Yeah.
if I missed the deadline because on that very last day I had to go to the dentist, I'd say that was on me.
That was on me. I said it was on me. So I did like 80% of it on Thursday. And then I got caught up in the show. And then I was like, okay, I'll come back tomorrow. It's not due till tomorrow. And then I ended up in the dentist chair for 4.5 hours. I wasn't able to come in. So I just did it earlier, right before the show. And I find it's hilarious. Like when they start talking about sexual harassment, they have a big picture of Bill O'Reilly. And I'm thinking, I'm guessing you didn't like him before you found that out. That seems a little bit political to me. And then they had a guy, I'm not going to say his real name. I'll just call him Bob Doom.
Bob Doom here.
He was called an inclusion consultant.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
So I guess if you feel as if you want to include people, but you don't know how to do that, that's when you call in the inclusion consultant.
Because
Bob Doom.
inclusion is important, Greg, and
I'm Eric. He's
I'm
Greg.
talking to Greg. I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
I'm including him.
This is why.
inclusion is
Look, you're
important.
playing it. You're playing 4D chess.
Yeah,
I get it.
and what we have to do is exclude those who don't include.
Oh, that's an important thing because that means you're really part of the team if you're excluding the non-inclusive.
If you're having a weekend poker game or a pool
Oh.
game down in your basement, don't forget to invite
By the way.
Diane from accounting
By
because
the
she
way.
might want to go too.
Hey
guys, are we having a good time?
Yeah, we're having a great
Thanks so much for inviting me.
That's why nobody plays poker these days.
I have to, first
Online.
of all, I don't play poker, but I want to say that I completely disagree with that aspect of the training. I don't think, because this thing kind of gets into what you're doing in your personal life. It's saying basically you're having a private poker game and you have your friends over. And they're, well, no, you need to get everybody over there from your work.
By
If
saying that you're having your friends over, you're saying indirectly that the person who's listening in isn't a friend. because
Right,
they weren't
but I
invited.
have a
That'll make
right.
them
I have a
feel
right.
bad.
I have a right to only associate outside of work with people that I want to associate with.
Maybe in your old ways of thinking, yes, but in the new way of thinking, no, everybody needs
I got to
be
ask
included.
Carol over. She's crazy.
Well, the funny thing is, this show is exclusive just by existing. I feel like the rest of the station wishes they could be a part of this show, but the way
Yes.
we carry chips on our shoulders, it's very exclusive.
It isn't exclusive. We're pretty snobby. Let's face it. But I believe you have a right to be snobby. It's, for one thing, for them to say, this is how you have to act at work, okay, that's their area. But they're saying, like, no, if you have a private party, now we're going to tell you who you have to include in your private party?
If you
That's-
invite people from work, you have to invite
Okay, but
every-
listen, everybody at work isn't your best friend. Now, hopefully, you have a relationship like me. I think I get along with everybody at work, but everybody's not your best friend. And when you're hanging out with poker, maybe you want to use some salty language, like
can't
a
do
little salty language. No, you can't do it at work. But now I can't do it, at a poker game at my
You also
house.
have limited space. What are you supposed to invite the whole company? What if you have a little
Yes.
house?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. A little, yeah. What if you?
What if you don't have a ramp?
They're calling them tiny houses, not little houses, Greg.
The last time Sean Hannity was at
Tiny
my
home.
house playing poker, he just kept going all in and
Yeah.
then buying in again and buying. He's just real annoying. He got drunk.
Well, first of all, even though he's a colleague,
Yeah.
I don't want to get somebody over there that's got that much money because they can just keep buying themselves in until they finally win. I only have.
I'm going to clean you losers out.
Yeah, I think that's just overstepping the boundaries. Am I allowed to say that I think that's over? I don't
So
think
you
the
don't feel like you-
corporation can
Yes,
tell you
I
who
think-
you have to invite to a private party. That's ridiculous.
That's overstepping boundaries. That did not come up in my training for my job. That is pretty ridiculous. I am surprised. I also
And-
feel like the people who put this stuff together, well, this is probably created by a third party company.
Bob
but the
Doom.
people who
Bob Doom,
Happy
inclusion-
times and happy trails.
inclusion consultant. What
the
a
people
racket.
at companies who had these jobs. There was another round of layoffs at my company. A lot of these people are finally starting to lose their jobs. The
Oh,
ones
yeah.
who don't really do anything except teach us. They're 20 and they just got out of college and they say, "You're ignorant, but I'll make you smarter."
Yeah, I
Listen
feel
to
like
me.
what was it, last year or so? We were getting some weird stuff from upstairs, and all of a sudden that stopped.
Yep.
Like, you can't say ladies and gentlemen. Give me a break.
Well, that really helped teach us a lesson.
It really did.
I'm a better person.
And you
for it.
can't say call a powwow. I don't know the time. I don't know the last time I remember hearing anybody say that. It's
You know,
just-
I was looking through the texts because I knew that this happened the first time I took that training. It was back in 2022, and I was doing the sexual harassment training, and they talked about a case against a CEO named Bill Hosh,
Mm-hmm.
and it said, but the picture they used was Bill O'Reilly.
Oh, so it's still there.
Well, I think they must have maybe they fixed it, but I just remember like, wait, that's not. Huh?
By the way, I swear to God, I did not watch those videos with the sound down. I knew it was Bill Hosh.
They were great videos.
I
Well produced.
Yeah.
On your side,
By
I
the
don't know. Next time, look for a transcript button because if it's a 5-minute video and you click the transcript button, it allows you to skip the video.
that's what I did so I could watch it with because this video, this great technology that we have in this studio, there's no speakers to my main computer here.
I just play
so
it out
I have
over
to
the
turn
air.
on the just play it out over the air. Now let me just say this: I'm not a complete rebel with this. But, I think that maybe once a year, the security stuff, reminding people about phishing scams and things like that, I think that's useful. But we're watching every year the same sexual harassment videos.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not 4 years old. I mean, it's like I've seen this. I've
No, but
digested
you're a man
it.
and you have urges and ways you want to act that you're repressing.
That's true.
These
But even
trainings.
the phishing things, they tell you not to click your links in your email, but then they send you
Yeah,
links
but
in
that's
your
because they're
email
trying to
click.
they're trying to fool you.
Just
No,
don't
but the
open
ones
your
that
email.
aren't being fooled. Remember, it was
Yeah.
like everybody
No, I
check in
know.
to make sure you're safe. It's like,
Oh yeah, what was
I'm
that?
not.
That was that was
For the hurricane.
It is so confusing. I don't click anything.
I live
okay,
in California. I'm fine.
I don't click anything in an email. I don't care if it comes from my boss, if it comes from random people. I just assume
what about my poker
everybody's
invite?
trying to screw me.
Did you
what?
click my poker invite?
That's right.
link-
and
the
now
link for
you've
the poker?
sexually harassed him by not
You think-
accepting his invitation.
How
I've
dare you?
sexually harassed him by
You
not
have.
by not. Is it that easy?
By not
Exactly,
clicking the
because
link.
it was a sexual invite.
I'm kind of
and you
enjoying
declined it.
Yeah, there's a
Kind of
picture of him in a
enjoying it.
robe.
Yeah, I like turning it down, making them fight.
Yeah.
make them beg.
You all in or all
You-
out?
You want me at your poker party? I hate.
Anti.
I have friends who play poker, and I just sit there and drink with them. I can't stand playing poker, but I will be. I'm there for the fun.
Are you
I'm there
good
for
at
the
it
good
or
ti-
no?
I'm good at not playing. I
No,
don't play.
you've never played poker?
I did. They tried to teach me. The band tried to teach me. I'm like, you know what? You guys play, and I'll just be here, and we'll have
you'd
fun.
Be good at poker. I can
No,
understand
I'm
chess,
terrible at strategy games.
but it's
terrible.
It's minimal
I'm
strategy.
terrible at games. So you remember my oldest son, who's now 39, when he was about 13, beat me at checkers in a public place, at like a coffee shop. And it was so humiliating to me. I mean, I can't think of what wasn't there or what would be there if I just don't, my brain doesn't work that way. I don't have a math brain at all.
I feel like poker you'd be okay at. There's not as much. There
I
is
don't-
some of that, but
I don't
not
want
as
to
much.
concentrate when I'm hanging out with friends and we're getting drunk and we're laughing. I just want to get drunk and laugh. I don't want to have to concentrate and compete.
Well, make sure
Jared really wants you to play poker.
Yeah, this is getting a little more erotic than.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe you're onto something there.
I think you'd
Autumn.
be really good at it.
Smile
play or else.
Smile
He'll
and Mark.
teach you. He comes up behind you and holds your cards for you. Like a
I can teach you. Oh yeah, like when a guy's trying to teach
Like
a girl
golf. Yeah.
how to play pool, billiards.
Deuce is wild.
Smile and Mark. Not just the deuces. Smile and Mark says there's a travel advisory on 85 heading to the airport.
Yep, only a left lane getting by this crash we have on the Jam Cam I-85 southbound Cleveland Avenue. That's just off the downtown connector and exit 76. Delays back toward 166 Langford Parkway means using I-75 to the airport or Metropolitan Parkway. Still seeing delays into downtown at the 85-400 merge connector southbound past the Georgia Tech region. Then you start to pick up speed. 85's been slow through Norcross and all jammed up off of I-85. Perhaps a crash on 316 westbound past Sugarloaf Parkway. You always have Duluth Highway as an option. Watching the brake lights still on 400. Chinway, Coolray Carrier Traffic Center.
400 northbound still rugged between 285 and North Springs MARTA Station, but delays improving towards Roswell. No need for an alternate at this time. This report is sponsored by the Georgia DOT. Get ready for an even peachier experience with the new and improved Peach Pass website and mobile app designed to make using your Peach Pass easier than ever. Learn more at peachpass.com. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Mark Arum.
And I knew you folks would step up.
He knows Atlanta.
Ask the girl behind the counter, what's your most popular cookie?
And Atlanta knows him.
Today, all of them.
Mark Arum.
He's the guy that talked about us on the radio.
Tomorrow at 9.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Hey, it's me, your liver. You know, the organ that helps you recover every weekend after pizza, donuts, and all those drinks. When you have a headache, you take an aspirin. You have a stomach ache, you pop an antacid. But where's the love for your best buddy, the liver? The least that you could do to help me stay healthy is take Active Liver from New Nordic. Active Liver tablets contain high-quality, all-natural ingredients like milk thistle, globe artichoke, and turmeric extracts, which are proven to keep me healthy and you feeling your best. Active Liver provides an easy daily detox and helps protect me all year long. So let me make you an offer you can't refuse. You take care of me with Active Liver, and I keep taking care of you. Capiche?
See for yourself why Active Liver is Scandinavia's #1 liver health supplement. You can find Active Liver at CVS and online at Amazon, Target.com, or directly from NewNordicUSA.com. Again, find it in stores at CVS or online at Amazon, Target.com, or NewNordicUSA.com.
This past year has been incredibly tough for me. Hey, it's Belinda. Last year, I lost my dad, and most recently, my mom passed away peacefully at home. Please bear with me. My heart is broken. But I'm so grateful Mom was able to remain in her home until the end, thanks to the outstanding caregivers. I just have to tell you about Four Seasons Home Care. Mom loved the caregivers who took such good care of her. Knowing she was in good hands allowed me to be there as her daughter without the stress of managing everything alone. And I was able to keep up with my own responsibilities as a wife and mom, knowing we had these angels who were there day and night, making sure that Mom had everything she needed and fulfilled her wish to stay at home where she was most comfortable. Hey, if your parents are aging, don't wait to get caregiving help. Call Four Seasons Home Care and start the conversation. It's a free call and it can make all the difference. Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta. That's Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta.
Why should you do your shopping at D. Geller & Son this holiday season? Because you don't want to end up like shouldn't have case number 674.
Okay, everyone, let's open our gifts. Honey, you go first.
Oh, perfume. You really shouldn't have.
It's in my throat.
It's in my eyes.
What? It's not that bad. Shouldn't have gone with the perfume. This year, take the risk out of holiday shopping with a beautiful gift from D. Geller & Son. A breath of fresh air since 1939.
Hey, it's Smilin' Mark McKay, and I'm so excited to be part of the 34th year of Clark's Christmas Kids. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk, and Scana Energy invite you to join us in making sure every child in Georgia gets a visit from Santa. This year, we encourage you to join Scana Energy employees by shopping on-site at any of the 3 Atlanta Walmart locations for those that would like to shop in person, or shop virtually. Either way, you'll be able to see the child that you're shopping for and what that child really wants from Santa. Join Clark, WSB Radio, and Scana Energy so that every child receives a gift this holiday. We really need you to help provide gifts for the thousands of kids in the Georgia foster care system. A special thanks to Scana Energy for 14 years of partnership with Clark's Christmas Kids. For the 3 Walmart locations, dates, and times, or to shop online, visit clarkschristmaskids.com. That's clarkschristmaskids.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2024.
Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
EVH. I host an annual poker game every year between Christmas and New Year's. I'd like you to come out, not to play poker, but to maybe get back rubs, entertain the guys, maybe tell a funny story or two. Let me know.
Wow. I'm sorry.
That got you all worked out.
That got me, yes. Very excited.
What a nice
but
invitation.
Unfortunately, I will be in Spain that week. And I've never been happier to be flying to Europe. Now I'm actually, see, this will make me get
I can
excited.
come over there.
This will get me excited about flying to Europe because now I don't have to attend the poker game. So sorry about that. You know I would.
Of course.
If I
You like to always give back.
What's that?
Or you can go to the casinos in Ibiza.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I don't think I'm going to be near that. Is it called Ibiza? Is that how you say it?
Ibiza.
Ibiza.
Because they
No, but it
Spain-
says it looks like Ibiza, but it's Ibiza.
That's the American way of saying it.
I don't know. I think Ibiza.
Barcelona.
And what I would say,
Spain.
What I would say is, I don't know how we're like 3 hours from Madrid. Is that anywhere to that near Ibiza? I'm fascinated by Ibiza because Orson Welles made a great movie, the first mockumentary ever, called F for Fake. And I believe it all happened on unless I'm getting something wrong, I'm pretty sure it all happened on that island. It's kind of like it's a place where expats go. It's kind of bohemian. Am I got the right place, Greg?
Yeah,
I think that a lot of rich people go there.
Yeah,
There's like a lot of clubs and like beach parties.
Yeah, they
and-
probably ruined it since then. I think it's the
yeah,
place.
I don't think that it's like bohemian at all.
I think it's the place that is in that Orson Welles. First mockumentary ever. It was not Spinal Tap. Of course, it was the great Orson Welles. You don't get any credit for that, do you?
No. They have a dumb rock band fake.
You don't get credit for anything.
Turn it up to 11. How dumb can you be?
You didn't like Spinal Tap.
Not at all.
I think you were.
Rob Reiner was fat.
All right, Orson, for heaven's sakes. That's right. We end on an Orson Welles impression because this show, whether you like it or not, doesn't sound like any other show, and that's what I'm proud of.
This would be the only show where you get Haley Welch and Orson Welles on the same.
Talk to a girl. You gonna buy that meme coin, Orson Welles?
I did. I lost everything.
Come on, let's do it.
Let's make an erotic film together.
If I had no clue what this show was and that's how you sold it to me, I'd say I'm never listening. That's not something I'm tuning into.
Well, that's the spirit. That's the spirit of the show. All right, the music's telling us two things. Shut the hell up, get the hell out, and you know us. We're good citizens, good patriots. That means we always do what we're told. We always comply. Shelley Winter's up next with a great radio show. We'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m., and we'll be delivering another great radio show. You're all invited to join us, but until then, continue on your journey. Do not piss off the genie.